It's got a bit of liquor in.
These are all good. I want this.
Get one of those. Glazed, chocolate, and plain. Oh, we have to choose between. What's this? I want everything. This is America.
Extra filling.
Why can't we have...
They're all sold out.
Wait, why can't we have extra fillings? Sold out? Wait, what? They're sold out of every extra filling? This is it. Right, we're not ordering from this joint.
Get him a cheesecake or a nice pie.
Oh, yeah, here they go. All right, yeah, you go. Lumberjack breakfast. Excellent. Get lumberjack breakfast. What extras can we have? Egg preparation. So we want
all of them.
Over hard.
Wait, what's over?
Going in
what's
hard.
over hard?
Well, I'll show you later.
You flip him.
Get one of these. Get the two. I don't even know what this said. What is it? Country potato.
Jack potato, I think.
Get the country potato. Get the country potato.
Yeah,
now add that to the order.
Nice
No, honestly.
Scroll down. What else is this? The triple mega breakfast.
Dude!
Oh, mega. Okay. I was hoping it was a mega breakfast.
There is a sirloin steak breakfast.
That's a very American thing. Steak for breakfast. That's got Grant's name all over it.
Yeah,
These are amazing.
Wait. Rare, no, get it rare. Get it rare. And then in the notes, please ask for it blue. Because I'm sure this establishment's meat will taste fantastic blue.
Don't do that.
Right, here we go. Get the extras.
That feels like a waste. Don't waste steak.
What a buttermilk biscuit.
Croissant.
Stop
get
yelling.
A biscuit. A buttermilk biscuit.
Stop yelling. Oh, you don't have to yell. We're right here.
He's getting allowed to talk about food that causes...
Can we get sub potato hash? I don't know what it is, but I guess it's not as good as potato hash. So sub potato hash.
Isn't that just substitute?
Scrambled eggs.
Potato hash?
It's like a subhuman. A sub potato mash.
What's a subhuman?
What the hell is that?
I don't know. It depends who you want to insult.
You've been calling people insults in your pub games, Owen.
What's wrong with calling
do
someone a
medium rare.
subhuman?
Medium rare. We don't want to waste steak.
That's what subs is short for on Twitch, isn't it? There we go. Anyway, go out to order. Scroll down.
Well,
what have we got here?
We want the pie.
We'll come back to this.
Moving on from the subs.
Give me the draft, please.
Do the draft. We'll come back to this later.
We'll get them some subs later.
We also didn't order them a pie.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to order it later.
So, Enigma Morphling,
Yep.
taken out. Cass still betting the CM. So, I mean, they were playing a lot of it. They actually go for, okay.
Back to the Chen.
Back to the Chan, yeah, you were asking for this.
I thought they'd pick it last game, but...
You were asking for that.
Enigma banned, so maybe they just think, okay, it's like they're two different openers. They've run it once together, but they prefer to have one or the other.
And they've got the Jug versus the Phoenix that they prioritize.
Both Mars and Omni Knight are still in the pool.
They're gonna ban the Mars for sure here, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I would be like very confused if they didn't actually. Because they took out the Beast. That makes sense. Actually took out the Lone Druid. Okay. I mean that actually is a good ban as well. You have the Chen and the Jug already.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Bio Gyro game.
You're gonna get Mars for sure right now. Mars or Dazzle?
I can't believe how actually. I'm just thinking, a triple mega breakfast. I mean, it doesn't get more American sounding than that.
What the hell is the matter with you?
Yeah, what about the mega breakfast? What about the triple mega breakfast? Anyway, sorry.
It's like in other countries, that would be like a bad sounding thing. Like you wouldn't want a triple mega breakfast in Europe. It sounds like, you know, you want to moderate your food intake.
I must say though, I'm kind of jealous of all the
breakfast.
nice places they can order breakfast from.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually.
Tiny.
I didn't expect the Tiny, but Tiny with Chen has been a classic for a while, and it's just a strong laner.
And if you get the Ags, you can throw the tree volley at the supernova, and it counts as right click, so it takes the egg down. Are you sure?
Does not work.
Was Owen saying something?
I don't know. So they get their IO Gyro. All right.
Thanks, JJ.
The IO Gyro.
With the Centaur, so they've got. I mean, this is strong already.
It's strong. It's definitely better than what they had in game one. You can say that, can't you? You'd say that when Giannis already. This is looking much better for Final Tribe.
I mean, absolutely. You're not put on a timer. You don't have to have a perfect game. This already, you can make mistakes, which everyone is going to make mistakes. And the last game they had, their draft was pretty much, we have to just win this game without making a single mistake in the game, or we're going to just lose this Morphling.
Yeah.
How often has Final Tribe been able to run IO Gyro successfully? I'm gonna find out. Don't worry.
So Chaos still need the Kezu hero. He's looked very good on Mars, but doesn't have that Mars Phoenix combo. What kind of offlaners do you like playing with Tiny Fog?
I think they can play aggressive. I mean, Mars still fits really well versus both of them, but
I go with the
We get
DK.
offlanes.
I mean, he had a great game on it. He had a
with the
great
Chen.
game.
Works with the Chen, with the Jug. They've got a timer. They've got like this fast push lineup again coming out from Chaos.
DK Chen Jug was like such a classic trio of heroes to run for a long time.
Do you just ban the Omni Knight here then? Do you want to get Omni DK'd again?
I think you might
You
actually
just have to ban it, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to get Omni DK'd twice in a row. Omni Chen DK. I mean, that's even better than what they had in game one. There's a Chen in there as well.
Yeah, I think you pick it up.
Just ban Omni. Ban the Omni.
We'll probably see Kezo and some other hero that can buy those team items like the mech, the pipe.
Banning the
taking out
Mars over
They're thinking
the
about
Omni.
because they've got the Centaur. Think about it. It's in their head. Everyone talks about it. It's the Mars versus the Centaur.
But they were in the last game, weren't they? They saw the Omni DK.
Yeah, and Omni's
And
also
they-
pretty good
Yeah,
versus the Gyro as well, because you've got your GA inside the team
Against the
fight. You eat the
flak.
whole flak. Yep.
Yeah, but the laning stage itself, you don't have repel anymore. Like the Heavenly Grace, you still can just burst
Yeah,
through him
but,
with the magic damage.
Yep.
I think that's where they maybe think they can pressure the Omni a bit, or at least have
I
tilt
say,
threat on
yeah,
it.
Heavenly Grace on like someone that's getting like Forest Spirits, you're going to be able to take down the Sega easy with a Jug plus whoever gets Heavenly Graced. I mean, I don't know. I feel like for Chaos, they just take an Omni and then they enjoy, sort of choo-choo, another free win.
I'm holding my sandwich for 5 minutes.
They have not
focus.
played Io Gyro in the qualifiers at all so far, and I'm looking now through other qualifiers, and I'm already at the Epicenter qualifiers, and they didn't play it in that either. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Omni or another. I want auras. I just want him to be an aura carrier.
You play ban, okay.
They still do the dazzle.
Oh, not taking Omni.
Core Dazzle or...
There's mid Dazzle and offlane DK with that, don't you think? Oh, no, offlane,
Kezu can play the Dazzle too.
Offlane Tiny.
Pull that out, but yeah, it could be offlane Tiny.
I was going to say, well,
or
if you had
Dazzle.
Matu under your wing, would you rather be playing a DK mid or playing a Dazzle mid? What would you rather Matu on? Probably the DK then, would you say?
Depends on who's. I mean, they don't have to make the choice yet. They can wait and see what's last.
No, well, yeah, but when they do, like, who would you want to play?
Depends on who the mid is up against.
Sure.
Yep.
That definitely
Side
has,
when
I
you
guess
see
that does factor into it, right?
They have. I mean, this is terrifying. 4 of these heroes on Chaos are terrifying if they get the timing proper.
Exactly. Well, because you're just going to run down heroes, right?
You're just gonna
Poison
run down the
touch,
lane.
Tiny's on top of them. You're killing anyone.
Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna run. They have Dazzle, DK,
Yeah.
Jug, Chen. This is just pure sustained push lineup coming
So
out.
what does Chessie do? What is the hero that Chessie could win him the action on? He went for the puck last time. It is still a good puck game, right? But
I think you want something
You
that
think you
can
want better
maybe
against the
pressure
DK?
mid more.
sure. But then if you get some of the threats, the DK mid, then they're going to put DK side lane, put the Dazzle mid.
Put OD.
Timber.
Okay.
I actually thought it because of the other game, because the other series, but
And NA Dota's been first doing Timber every game. So,
Why is Timber
well, not
good
every
here?
game, but a lot.
he just
It's a good matchup mid versus DK, and they don't have a lot of
Well, I think
kill threat on Timber.
yeah, but now don't you just put the DK side lane and you put the Dazzle?
Not a bad idea.
probably.
They're saving those two picks. They
They're
picked
thinking
everything else.
it. They're
I-
there. And
Yeah,
they,
Matu
yeah,
Dazzle.
you put the
Matu
DK
Dazzle,
mid,
yeah.
sorry, side lane because the Timbersaws mid.
Definitely a nice thing about having this DK Dazzle
Yeah.
core duo is that they were very flexible about mid and off lane.
It up.
Well,
They want the Chessie versus the
Well, that's what I'm
Kezu.
saying. Now, don't you put Chessie on the side lane? You put the Gyro mid.
Iojar mid is doable, but not great at the same time. I feel like Dazzle actually will favor
I
that.
think Dazzle might even just win. 'Cause
What, against the two of them?
You'll have better animation, you have better damage, you can force the lane out. They can't actually force the wave onto you at all.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I
Like,
guess.
you'll just spam your heal, right? And then Gyro can't really last it too well. They can't push the lane out at all with Io Gyro. I don't know. I mean, they've got a good team fight. Timbersaw, like we said, is very popular in other regions, but Faded has the new set. So, right? Is that the new one?
That is the new set with the Arcana. Indeed. Very nice, very nice. I got that. You had to spend a lot of money, but I did.
Well,
it
unless
looks
you
nice.
get lucky
So-
early.
They have a way to kill Healing Ward too, right? They have the swoop from the Phoenix. That's probably the best one. Besides that, they don't have amazing ways to get into and kill that Healing Ward, which is going to be protected heavily. It's going to be really important to see how Chessie does in this game, personally, for me. If he is able to actually act as a frontliner rather than just get dominated in the lane, then maybe they can hold off this push and this Gyro Iroh can get the farm off. But it could get to a point if Chessie doesn't have a good start that he's just useless, and then they just end the game with so much heal and push and sustain and maybe one row push. But we'll see how it plays out. Because I do think this is a better one for TFT for sure. In this one coming out with this draft because it's just more well-rounded rather than being pretty all in.
Have a look. Game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 was a pretty easy win for Chaos, and they haven't strayed too far from those ideas here with the second game. Getting the Dragonite again. A little different capacity though. Kezu DK. And Matu back on his Dazzle. See how the lane's set up, and indeed who they do wish to put mid, if they want to keep Chessie mid against that Dazzle, or if they take him to a side lane.
Very hard for DK in the offlane to have a game if he's against this Io Gyro, I feel. Like that's a lane that can really bully him out of lane and pressure him. You're not going to get as many levels as you do mid to get the points in the aura, give it the regen.
No.
So we'll see how they try and secure Kezu's lane. It may just be, you know, the typical pull waves from behind. You can use the tiny for that. But without pulling some waves, I feel like he's going to get bullied a lot. And doing what he can down here. There is Phoenix in the neighborhood as well. Fighting over the bounty rune. Both teams with 3 heroes here. Milan charging forward, goes for the avalanche. They want to get this Io, I believe.
Decent heal bomb.
Tether out. No, he's stunned up. DK level 1 stun, going for the kill, but the Fire Spirit's giving them 0 attack speed.
Oh, Ira absolutely saving Hanskens back there.
And Frost snuck the bounty rune too. So, yeah, that was really good Fire Spirit's use. And now DK has stun level 1, which is probably the worst spell for the lane itself.
It definitely is, yeah. That is rough.
He's going to need now more help than ever from this tiny. I mean, you can't blame him. You want to get that first blood. It's definitely worth it. You're an offlaner. If you can get your mid or your carry or even yourself a first blood, it's well worth it, but it will be a tough time now. And it looks like they will just go for a straight up 2v2 dual lanes down bottom to secure his lane a bit.
Let's see how much pressure these two can put onto the Gyro Io. And Defrost can start to get ahead in this dual lane. So the mid lane, you are putting the Timbersaw still mid. Matu, we've seen him have some great 1v1s as the Dazzle. How does sort of this 1v1 go, do you think? Does Chessie sort of, is he able to withstand the harassment because of the reactive armor, or is it still not enough against the damage this Dazzle starts kicking out?
I'd say he's going to have a rough time early levels. I mean, we're seeing already 5 CS to 3, and there's a wave coming, so it's pretty even so far, but there is pressure on you because that poison touch is going to be fairly permanent. So until he has a couple points in reactive armor, it's definitely a tough lane, but same time you can get a CS, use that Whirling Death. Could be at least a slightly Dazzle favored matchup. We'll bring Fog back in. He's the Dazzle versus Timber matchup. He's played this matchup 100 times.
Oh, thousands.
Yeah,
easily know how to do it. It's hard for you to secure range creep as Timber. That's the one thing. So I think Timber will still farm, but I think, yeah, like you said, slight advantage. Dazzle. Yo, bum.
Oh, he can get the range creep.
He's got the 2 points in the reactive now, so it does make it a little bit easier, but he needs to build up those stacks. Damage really does hurt. And maybe the 2 points in poison actually might just be too much for Timber to deal with. I could be totally wrong. Haven't seen this matchup too often.
There's a DD rune as well from
Oh, okay, that could change everything. All right, so
all right, lane's
throw everything I just said out the window.
Yeah, lane's over.
Throw it all out the window.
Enjoy the next couple of waves, Chessie.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to be fun.
They will get the TP out, Centaur. The tower. He has the 13 retaliate stacks built up too. Tower of Chen. Super hard to pressure this lane. Now he gets a mana burn creep as well. See ya. Pure efficiency, 50 for 100. And yeah, that mid lane's gonna become definitely Matu. Quite a bit. How's our Kezu doing? He actually got 11 last hits, so he's doing great down here. Leveled the stun. Didn't actually go for the breathe fire point. I guess he did it for the rune.
They went stun at the rune.
Yeah,
fight.
they almost got the first blood. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They barely missed killing the Io, who tethered away. Got saved by
Alright.
some fire spirits.
That's nice. Yeah, because I was going to say the breathe fire in this one's great because the damage reduction. It's actually really obnoxious because Gyro has really bad damage as is, but that makes sense a lot. Done in Dragon Blood.
An offlane DK has some other expectations than a mid one, or are we gonna expect to see that? Like, obviously not the same amount
Yeah,
of
like you still
farm,
go
but the
Midas
same
Blink,
role.
or,
I don't
yeah.
think you go Midas. I think you can just go your treads, 2 bracers into X item.
Yeah.
Try the blink.
Definitely live the bottom lane. Where will first blood happen? Top? If Zibba makes a mistake, or will Chessie be ganked? Because I think he'll be okay with.
Chess is a hard one to gank because
Yeah.
whoever you take mid, he's going to timber chain away.
Probably, yeah, one of the supports top or support bottom if they overextend, but I could see like Io Gyro going for a kill and either they
probably
succeed
this
or it could
bottom lane,
backfire and
Yeah.
you see someone like Io die.
Oh, they missed that range creep tonight. They were even pinging it together.
And similar story at top, if like Phoenix plays too aggressive going for kills, commits the dive, then that's where you look for the turnaround where Jug goes in with a Blade
Oh,
Fury.
he's the best creep actually for this lane.
Oh, he's healing.
Infinite heal and sustain. You see the mana regen it provides as well. 3.5 mana regen.
It's such a stupid heal too.
It's better than a ring of health. It's amazing. This creep.
Oh, look at him
Lizard
with
was talking about the derpy creeps. This perhaps is the derpiest of them all.
So how much heal is it?
There you go.
15 on a
0.5 second. Yeah.
So it's 30 HP regen, basically.
You have to
But you can't spam it. You can't really spam it. So
You have to auto
can't
cast
you
it,
spam
or
it?
I mean,
So
can you?
You have
manually?
to
Why can't you
constantly
spam it?
click it.
it has you know you can't just spam spells at the exact.
It saved him his life.
Yeah, it actually just saved him there.
It's got-
Yeah.
He
Centaur.
would have been
It
dead
is.
if not for it.
Well,
Yes,
it's a
the healer as
0.5
well.
second cooldown.
Oh, Io.
about
Ooh,
those
did
support
that
first
be the
blood.
first
Whoa,
blood?
there
Second
they
blood
go
as
in
well.
sync with one another.
Ay, ay, ay. Rune.
Yep. Milan
there-
gets the
the
toss up, and he's
rotation.
got no Io to help him out, and with Matu rotating, that's a kill.
Dragon Tail as well.
I mean that is massive. Their off lane is killing the Io Gyro with that. Let's very good start here for Chaos.
Because
for
normally
sure.
when you see what these Gyro lanes, it's just this Gyro getting free farm, but here
And
there's
kills.
pressure on him.
Yeah, he usually gets like free farm, and then you go for
Yeah.
an overextended kill, and you get turned on with the heal and the missile. Especially like the biggest one that I've seen is like Paparazzi. I always think of Paparazzi when I think the Io Gyro lane because they get so many kills out of it.
Is that just Chaos playing better, or do you think it's just the fact that you put this tiny DK lane, it's actually pretty strong against the Gyro IO pressure?
It's actually not bad because they're so durable. Like Tiny's not really, but DK's eating the brunt of the harass and he's free farming. Look at this Kezu, 28 and 4.
As the early sticks too, so you go on him, they've got that bit of burst heal you have to worry about. But
Yeah.
it's definitely a big part of Io Gyro lanes. If you're having this passive farm trade lane, you don't feel good. You feel like you either need to be killing them or making sure you bully them out of the lane.
Milan doesn't get the toss. Almost actually got that toss during the tether. Very close. Mid starting to equalize. Faded still getting pressured here because Centaur is.
Oh, double
big
mud
boy.
golems.
Oh,
a
the
lot of
stuns.
damage.
Oh, look at the damage.
Oh,
Actually, doesn't get the
missed
healing
micro.
ward, but
Gives the healing ward. Yeah, nice micro by Misery. Misery playing like he really wants to make it to TI.
yes.
His Bane last game was amazing. Those sleeps and his Chen now, he's making this top lane have pretty damn free farm. Quite a hard pressure lane. Mid starts to equalize. Jesse's starting to catch back up once he's got the third point in that reactive. But now,
Oh, they've got a toss back as well.
they've got the
Jen
mud
rotating in
golems
with the mud
coming.
golems. Yeah, they need that magic damage, and the golems should provide it.
there you go.
With the
Another
gold
kill
in.
for Chaos.
Oh, they're gonna tip
Oh,
him
they're
as well.
tipping Jesse again.
Chaos on this series,
Hey.
Chaos have been out there with the tips.
Particularly on Jesse.
Yeah.
I need to secure Misery's birthday present on TI
Yeah, what's
invite.
it's the Rasmus versus the Rasmus.
The
They have to
Ras-
tip the other Rasmus.
True.
If they start tipping it, their Rasmus, they're in big trouble. You know, Misery does not like getting tipped.
But no, does he not? Do you think he tilts?
I was just joking that Misery
At this
used to be a pretty big tilter. And I don't know about it anymore, but
At this point, if you're a
the mud
player...
golems.
Oh, he's chasing him down with the Blade Fury.
We got the Omni Slash as well.
Oh, he baits back. Gonna split the damage.
Ball!
Is there any more golem
Have they got
tokens?
more stuns?
No. Used them all up.
So,
Wow.
Era kind of saves the Centaur's life there.
Yeah, he does.
Split his mud golems as well again just now.
Stop the tether. Hanskin could be in some trouble here, and with the dazzle, absolutely, he's
Can they get
100%
both?
dead.
And now Frost.
Oh, they're chasing.
They got another toss in 5 seconds, but they won't actually be able
Yeah.
to collapse onto him.
Oh,
was pretty
they'll go
speedy.
for the tower instead, though. They're having a lot of control at the moment.
Yeah. Not often you see both side lane towers being pressured
Yeah.
at same time by the same team. Normally it's like, okay, one team pressures the other team pressures the other side.
Oh
but-
no,
Jimmy.
Jimmy stepped up on like 20% HP.
Mistakes were made. And then Jesse is playing a Timbersaw, and I feel like, well, he's not doing bad, but it's still a Timbersaw. Like, how is he gonna help his lanes?
You don't rotate as this Timbersaw. This is your job to
just sit.
You
Yeah.
pressure the lane to keep heroes mid, but Dazzle's just said, take my tower, I'm gonna go win my side lanes.
Yeah, worked out so far. He does lose his tier 1 mid.
Yeah. I mean, something where you can have these great mid 1v1 matchups, but if you're losing both your side lanes, that mid hero can usually struggle to carry the game. We did see Matu game 1, not game 1, the Broody played earlier, do just fine.
Yes.
Jesse?
Misery. Hands off the key.
Oh, he was divine favoring someone in.
Oh, who's
Oh,
gonna,
it
who's
might,
gonna
yeah, it's
join
gonna be
him?
good. No hands
Someone's gonna
TP'd
join him.
over.
And now,
Hello!
okay.
A Stampede coming out.
Jesse's still
Jesse's
trying
pretty
to
unkillable at
poke.
this stage of the game, I feel.
He's
Oh, that's
still-
gonna be tested.
I mean, he's trying to kill Misery. We'll get him.
Unkillable
The magic
until...
damage.
Oh,
Yeah, you need the magic damage.
They
The
do,
line's
Jess.
got stick charges.
Man,
still got a bit of mana left as well, Jesse.
We cut the one tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's made it past.
he knows.
There enough mana
I
for a combo if
know.
he drops the bracer and sticks, maybe. He does,
Hello?
he tries it. Not
He's
enough
getting the
mana.
magic damage.
oh, they got
body
the
block, the
hurricane.
body block and the
They
hurricane.
got the hurricane.
Misery.
Had the mud golem toss and the hurricane for extra magic damage.
I like that Milan, he attempted. He dropped the bracer to try to get the extra mana from this. It wasn't enough, but he still gets enough from that extra damage, and that's a big kill. Getting Chessie on his rotation.
Yeah. Isn't that
Pretty
worth
devastating.
time, I think? With all these towers dropping and these kills happening.
That's like the one lane that was doing well, your Timber,
Yep.
who goes down there, really hurts Chaos. Because they knew they were losing those side lanes.
They need that Phoenix Egg too to be able to
is-
turn around fights.
There's a nice rotation, though, for the bounties. Frost looks like he wanted to commit for VT Faded, but the rest of the team did not.
Bottom, Chessie. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be able to go to the
both.
runes.
Yeah. They can't really kill him this time. They are rotating. Maybe with the Dazzle they have the damage, and yeah. DK TP's
Should
over
be
as
able to
well.
timber chain.
Yeah, he's very fast. They need that. The troll
This
is
is-
very far behind of all the creeps that Misery has.
This is where you don't feel that good if you're just chasing him and wasting time not killing him, so...
Yeah.
They can
Yes,
maybe
made a lot.
transition it to a tier 1 mid push.
Yeah, pretty convenient. 10 minutes. They've got the siege there, but Tezu not actually opting to use the DK form and walk up. Maybe now he did. Yeah, he did. Okay. I was waiting for him to do it.
He didn't save the siege in
They
time
glyphed
there.
late. They fortified for the glyph, but it already died.
Oh, yeah.
They fortified for the siege, but they'd missed it.
Their creep wave is pretty far away, but they could just tanked it with the gen creeps.
Yeah. I think they
wave.
can still look to go for this pressure here. Have to defend this tower somehow for TFT, but quite a lot of heroes surrounding on you. They have Stampede, they have Egg, they've got everything available, but it's going to get whittled down by the DK.
Not sure if they want to get down to deny range. I feel like securing that tower last hit's quite hard unless you bring in like they just have 2 or 3 heroes there. You're better off going for this top tower where you feel confident that you can get the last hit. Same time, Phoenix is rotating in, has the egg. Faded is committing to this one. Oh, cancels the hoof stomp, so still has it.
He had a split second if he
Yeah.
timed it perfect.
There was a
but
frame.
Can be
Yeah.
tough.
Maybe
yeah.
2 frames.
That was smart from the Centaur where he baited out the Blade Fury using the animation cast, but ultimately don't get the kill, don't get the tower deny.
Yeah. Oh, Jesse spots that one. He's got 3 armor right now. He has to watch out because there is a combo that they have. They have Penitence plus Omni. It actually does a ridiculous amount of damage when you get it off onto somebody. Once you get some more levels in it. Right now it's only level 1, but it builds up.
And it continues hitting mid timber chain, right? As in the Omni Slash will just continue on the timber while it's chaining.
Depends on. Sometimes there's a frame.
Sometimes you can get out of it.
Yeah.
You can
Sometimes
get
the
out,
frame.
yeah.
Same thing with Force Staff.
Okay.
Yeah, it will sometimes.
It's like Force
not
Staff.
keep- Huh?
It might not be. Yeah.
I think it can be. Yes, we'll see. We'll see. Like, it is weird. Sometimes with those movement abilities, you do get
Yeah.
out of the Omni Slash and you don't quite.
Omni Slash is sometimes a bit of a weird one.
Whether it keeps on target or loses it.
Someone actually told me how it works. Stuff. Like, if you're facing in a specific direction, I can't remember exactly. But he's going for the farm build. So phase drum, you're fighting and everything. Then he's gonna go straight for that Maelstrom duel to try to match the pace of the IO gyro, at least in some way. But they're gonna time their push anyway. They've got the book, I believe, finished up on Matumba or it should be coming on Courier at least. Yeah. So he should have that, and he's got the XP gain, they've got the healing ward, they've got the Chen Divine Favor, so this is that group up, sustain push. While TFT tries to get a trade. Wanted to look for a dive here, but yeah, Matu pretty much instantly repels him away. Tower? Look at this one. Jesse.
Oh,
Reload. They want
get
it.
in. Yeah, they want to maybe try and take this.
Because he knows there's no cancel.
Very
he just
nice
TP's
TP.
out.
Easy TP out.
Away from the reload and away from the stampede. Kezu's out.
They really do only have one person that can stun. It's the Centaur. It's a missile as well, but that's it. Their catch is
But it's pretty terrible.
pretty bad, actually. You know, when you have IO Phoenix supports, that can actually end up happening.
Yeah,
quite a bit.
every relocate, you just TP lol.
Yeah. Just walk away. 4K advantage for Chaos with this very strong push draft that they've got.
Looking pretty rough for final try, but what is their peak timing? Because the IO gyro, I feel like sure that was a relocate, but that wasn't their timing yet. You know, a little early for them to be doing IO gyro thing.
Oh no, they just farm. IO Gyro farm. That's all it's about. Just you farm faster. You'll always farm faster than pretty much anything you're playing against.
This build is going phase drums BKB isn't like the farming build you'd normally expect.
Yeah.
No Maelstrom or like the Maelstrom rush or the Agcept to me is what would have made more sense this game.
Yeah.
I thought he'd go the Ags, to be honest. Yeah, as well.
A lot of drawings on that top lane from Milan's Tiny.
He knows the place to set up for. You gank when you're playing against IO Tiny, or IO +1, you gank the IO +1. Because you don't want to get relocated on and get outnumbered.
Got the Centaur rotation and back off.
Everyone's coming.
Oh,
Jibby.
faded.
The bounties.
Faded's in. Blade Fury and he grabs
Here's
it.
it.
Grabs the rune and he's out of there.
No stampede for 15.
I guess he's trying to
They're trying to
chase.
punish the Blade Fury cooldown.
They have an egg.
They've got the healing ward out. Faded's going to commit with the Omni
They're
Slash.
bringing Kezu. Yeah, they're rapturing Kezu in.
See, they've got the control on the back line. Kezu with a stun. He leads forward, looking towards them. The mech has been
Cleaning him
popped.
up.
Jesse getting the burst out. Hansken getting Blade Fury. He's able to tether over towards the gyro, but he's burst down by the
another stun.
shockwave. Big temperature drain for Jesse as he continues to run. He's in the trees. They are going to hunt for him, see if they can find him. Jesse actually cuts the trees with the whirling
And
death.
Milan's already going for the next target.
Yep, he found him
he's
too.
gonna
Can he get the toss back? He's looking for
Little
him,
far.
but Era's out.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah, Era couldn't find a right time for the egg either. He had it up the whole time, but
Oof. This is
It's a
looking
rough
similar
one.
to the last game. They're getting their timings together. They're using. I mean, I love the way they're playing. They're sending Kezu bottom, and they know they have Chen. That's the power of the Chen that we've seen.
Toss forward,
the
gets
toss
Era with
into
the
the stun. Era taken out. Kill after kill after kill. Chaos is hungry for that TI spot.
Oi.
Matamba drops his fairy fire and kills it while pinging it. All right, they're feeling themselves now.
damn.
Take it easy, Chaos.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
guys.
Sacrifice to the
You don't want
fairies.
to have that bad karma coming out.
I mean, it's a verifier being real, but
That's BM, dude.
Saying that's what I'm going to do to liquidate TI.
I was going to say. that's. Oh, Matu.
Misery looking again. Jibby getting caught out a lot in this
Oh
one here.
no, Jibby. He's got a stampede.
All right,
They
there's
should
backup.
get Misery out of this.
Okay.
Oh no, they got Misery.
Yep, they used the relocate, bring everybody in, the whole party, to take out Rasmus, the birthday boy. Yeah, they cleaned up what? Most of the creeps, I believe.
Or give him a clap. Yeah.
But I think that's the point now where you're Chen and you're like, you know what? You killed my creeps. I'm gonna go pick up little centaurs now. You can deal with my magic resist now. And that's I think that's exactly what Misery's gonna do. Go pick up those creeps, and I think they can.
Well, what's he got at the moment in his army?
They all died.
No, he's got new ones now.
Just
He's-
respawned.
Oh,
He's gonna grab the little ones.
here we go. What's he gonna get?
You see what you find.
Well, he's bringing his.
they're
he's
all
bringing
dead.
his
Oh, they're all dead.
jug.
Control.
He'll take the netter. The netter's good.
Nether's nice. Isn't
Take him
it
now.
still nice versus Timber?
No, I mean that's always going to be great. They're playing versus Stampede. It's an
Yeah.
extra catch. But yeah, I think he's probably going to look to pick up those little magic resist creeps soon whenever he does see some. Versus Phoenix and Gyro, majority of the damage is coming out as magic. So, I believe Maelstrom finished up from VT faded, and they're picking up a couple more. Stacking to get the little creeps.
Doesn't want the mud golem anymore. Gets one.
There's the little magic
There's
resist.
a
You know he's
double
going for
damage
it.
on that bot lane.
Yeah, you know he's going for the magic resist.
Milan has found it as well. Waiting for Juggernaut to pick it.
Yeah, they're snowballing exactly as they want to with their lineup right now versus this kind of farm heavy lineup. And Chessie is kind of out of it in this one now too. He's level 11, that's a mech, but not where you want to be on a Timber.
And these double blinks on the 3-4 position can just kill so many heroes on the map. Last fight, it was like they found Centaur balloon, they just stun him with DK, tiny, have a toss combo, and then Centaur's out.
Yep. Themselves up these
Double
creeps now.
Damage rune with the Roshan.
Yep. They have to fight this somehow, but it is a very
Oh, they know.
a weird place to fight because they do have good team fight on the side of TFT around these areas, but there's just so much heal that comes out from this Chaos draft with Chen and the jump forward.
Oh, Kizu was in. Dragon Tail just to tickle with Chessie. Chessie's still trying to enter into the pit. The Roshan is still alive. Chessie's having a look in. Jump forward from Milano.
Combo.
The three-man avalanche. The egg is down outside of the pit. Chessie goes in. The Omni Slash though kills Chessie off. Back over towards it. And in fact, Radiant, they get the Roche. Frost gets the Aegis. TFT, they're taking both. But Chaos is still good to fight as they'll take down another. There's a buyback from Chessie trying to get straight back in. Look at the Milan. But the Grave from Matu keeps Milan alive. Double kill from a Tummerman. Chessie diebacks on the Timbersaw, and Chaos, even in a Roche fight where TFT got the Roche kill, got the Aegis, Chaos still easily come out on top.
Something you have to always be a little wary of when you're taking these fights and Dazzle gets ignored and he's level 12. The Juju. I think I saw 6 or 7 stacks on somebody.
The bad Juju.
The bad Juju, indeed.
bad
Not the good kind.
Not the
Not the
good
good Juju,
So
the bad Juju.
some heroes were sitting at minus 10,
Tesla,
minus
he jumped
15
forward.
armor.
Oh, I didn't find
inside of the
anything.
fight.
Vision, yep. Right as the ulti form was wearing off, was hoping he'd find a stun, but
Yeah.
even without it, they're still just shredding apart these buildings.
And there's just too much sustain.
Yep.
So we were talking about with this Chen and with this Jug.
These 20-minute pushes.
Oh, Ziva, he just bought back if he dies here.
Dear.
Oh,
He's Blade
shit.
Fury.
He's running the Blade Fury, is chasing
He's
him down.
out, it looks like.
Oh,
no,
Jara.
He still ended up dead.
He's
So did the
dead
Aegis.
once.
And
They're
then
looking to kill him
twice.
again. He's tethered over Milan with the toss back,
Oh,
breaking
no.
the connection between Hansken and Frost as Hansken's left alone.
Click on Hanskin. How much he's got? He's just getting stacked up on the IO. All right, he had only 3.
And
But
Chaos, they're feeling it right now.
Oh, they are.
Cruising down the middle lane, taking the racks away.
The third line's coming out.
This is the signature chaos way of playing Dota. They love these
Yep.
kind of
And
mid-game push timings.
These are the sort of beatdowns that Chaos was sort of dreaming of coming into these qualifiers. They were
Yeah.
this team with Matu. You're going to expect big things from them. These are the sort of outcomes that they aim for. Just these
Kazu?
utter dominations.
level 12, and he's still a green dragon.
What's wrong with green? Yeah.
I mean, he should be.
He could have
he'd be
had an
12.
extra
It doesn't.
level.
It makes no difference anyway. He got another point of
Oh,
stun.
he's in again. Kezu's in. Frost is in the midst. He's trying to get the combo out. Is it enough damage? It's bringing Kezu down a little bit. Chessie's on
There's a
top. The
grave.
Grave a little early.
Okay. The damage.
The egg coming out too.
The heals though.
Milan has been separated. They'll get Tiny.
Kazu getting low. The heals just keep on
It's just
coming.
too much
and
healing.
he
Even
linked
blinked
that
out.
too. Yeah, he'll live.
Chessie's chasing for it. They might have this.
They got him.
They got it.
They got something.
They get something. They get
And
Matu.
something more.
Oh, Matumba as well.
Matu
TP
is
was
taking
cancelled.
quite
He's going
some
for the kill. He
damage.
knows he's
Oh, yeah,
dead.
he is.
Era's
Era's
poison.
actually dead too.
They hold the push off. They're still in the game, TFT.
They
They're
hold
still in the game.
part of the push off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their mid racks will beg to differ. It is.
But the game ain't over.
How many buybacks total though? Because they'd used Chessie's originally around the Roche. Jibby used his earlier than that.
It's just those two. Just around the Roche.
Okay.
They were just respawning
They're
them.
gonna have the gyro BKB soon, but that is not like the big comeback item at the same time.
No, you're looking for BKB plus item plus rapier.
Yeah, and they're just missing damage. And that fight right there, it's without Hand of God, without the Chen. They're all running out. They're pretty much all running out of their steam on the side of Chaos a bit there. But it's TFT with some slight breathing room, but still looking
It's a
really
13k
difficult.
lead, 22 minutes in, you have a set of racks.
Yeah, and now I think Misery even bought, I believe, almost a full Spirit Vessel on the Chen.
That just needs the VIP booster.
Yeah, so he can just throw it on either the IO or on the Centaur or even the Timber. He's got, I mean, more than likely the Timber or the IO. But
It's good. They're trying to come out,
Doesn't
but
he get some
Milani's
charges,
in.
but
yeah, for sure.
I don't think they're having much problem finding kills right now.
And they're just going to keep going. They're just going to keep looking to put the pressure on. They know how strong they are. That was...
I mean, that push was into an Aegis.
It was into their Aegis
and
of
they,
TFT.
sure, they lost a few kills at the end, but they got the objectives.
Yep.
So they can just look to rinse and repeat at the moment.
Man, I love Solar Crest so much as an item. Every time I see it thrown on these carries, look at that attack speed.
It helps so much with these high ground pushes.
Yeah.
The Fire Spirit.
And the healing ward's down.
Oh, got the last.
Kazu.
Now they'll start, throwing the Solar Crests on Kazu as well. Because, he's Dazzle, so with the cooldown reduction, you can actually have two heroes
and look,
Solar Crest.
how do you stop this? How do you stop this? We've been here before in game 1. It's hitting those racks. Milan tries for the jump forward. We'll start to get burnt down a little bit. Jumping from Ziv. He's got the stun. They'll be able to burst down Tiny. Now the Stampede, the BKB, moving in with the flag cannon. Chaos, well, that's a split up.
Milan bought back, so Misery can bring him in.
Yep. And they know there's no Gyro BKB now, so pretty much all of Gyro's net worth is in that BKB.
There is still a Supernova.
Yeah.
I need some
But no Stampede.
No Stampede, and Jibby, what items does he have on the Centaur, too? He does have the blink to get in at least, but he's not really as tanky as he'd like to be on the Centaur.
And they're just hitting the racks. Underneath their noses, Faded holds his ground with the Blade Fury down to half of his HP, that racks.
They can just slow siege it.
Up again as well.
Going with... Oh, looking for the healing ward. Didn't right-click it.
Back up.
Back. Are they going to
They're
re-engage?
going to go take the other shrine. Things
Go
being
claim
made.
bounties. Yeah, go claim top bounties and claim the
true.
shrines.
Get that DD rune as well.
The Melerex is low, but it doesn't look like they want to commit.
It's all about that 25-minute bounty runes.
I mean, they know you see Gyro and Io are in the defending, so they're not actually doing the split push.
Oh, they see Jibby out on his own.
They know that they figured out that someone is going for these runes.
Yeah, they'd already pre...
Oh, nice done.
Bye.
See ya. It's out.
Cool.
Bit of luck, but he'll take it. Getting the 2-man's done.
Double damage rune available again.
Bottom runes were not claimed since Chaos rotated top, but I don't know if TFT are going to feel confident enough to go searching the other side of the river at least.
Can at least get theirs.
Yeah, they should be able to get theirs.
I think Chaos, you just go again.
Yeah. Just keep this pressure up.
The really scary thing is, Io and Gyro, what they want to be doing when you're getting your base pushed is you're pushing somewhere else, right? You're forcing the team to react to you, but they're actually having to be the ones that set up on the high ground defense, so they're not getting that extra farm on the Gyro that they need. Here we see them already all start TPing back, the Io, the Gyro, everybody. So no split push action happening during this at all. The full response.
DD Jug with the Solar Crest.
Whenever you're playing with Chan, you see these constant raid boss buffs on everybody. Everyone has 8 to 10 buffs on them.
Did get Glyph back, but that's only going to last so long, and Jug's just going to right back him with the Blade Fury just to secure melee racks. Back off, play it safe. Avalanche to cover the retreat as well, and just safe, high ground execution coming out from Chaos.
Yep. Let's go do this once more down bottom.
Yeah, they may wait for Roshan now. They've kind of stalled a little bit longer. 2 melee racks is down. The advantage is pretty sizable. Gonna camp outside this base. Still no Spirit Vessel charges yet from Misery.
Yep. Never let them leave. Don't let them go out and farm at all. They're getting, what, a couple creep waves coming in and maybe that one neutral camp every now and again, though. The economy game is very problematic for TF.
It's a slow choke at this point.
And we're gonna see Roche on the menu soon. They're sending creeps in there. How long is our timer? 2, 1, and it is a
long one.
It's not that long. Actually,
sure.
pretty quick.
Not that bad.
Pretty quick.
That is a very quick one.
That's actually a nice. That's even better for Chaos. The faster the spawn, the better for them to keep that going. TFT, they're trying desperately. Push outside. We have some time to get some farm. Needing more items still before they can fight this.
This Roshan, do you guys feel that the final tribe should try to defend this when it comes? Or is it can they? Because I kind of feel like with an Aegis, Chaos could just walk high ground and win.
I mean, we saw what happened last time they took a Roche fight.
Yeah, well, they stole the Aegis. I'm sure
But then
that if
they
they can
lost
execute
the fight
a
and
little
then got in the
better-
position they're in now.
It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
sure there's an
very
obvious
hard.
answer because
No.
I think contesting it. with 2 melee racks down, those lanes are always going to be shoved out. So
Yeah.
if Chaos are worried about the contest, they just back off. Push out the lanes. Wait till
Beauty
your
as
vision
well.
arrows.
There we
Yeah, I
have
think
it.
I think it's impossible for them to
Every
actually
time.
It-
contest this
There
one.
we go.
they
Gaben
scan
is a
it,
Chaos
They
fan.
can charge their way there now, but look how fast it drops. And they think the play is to
But it's
contest.
so
They
quick
do.
with that DD.
You can't make it
so
in time.
quick.
Oh, Kezu's already up there.
He's
no.
straight in on the back
line.
lines. Milan in as well. The BKB popped by Frost as he'll try and commit onto the Tiny. Omni Slash comes out from Faded, jumping amongst them all. The Stampede's committed there on top of Milan, but the Grave keeps him alive. Milan will survive for now. Faded moves in with the Blade Fury, now starts to back away. Toss back on to
He's went down.
Chessie.
Oh my God,
Chessie's
he's
still
alive.
pretty healthy. As here they
So
can
the
get the
egg.
kill. Shibei
There's the
will
egg.
fall. The
Oh, the
egg
egg's
will
dying.
also be
Dead.
taken out.
Chessie's
Chessie
dying.
surrounded. 3 dead on TFT. Handscan will tether across to the side, but
That's gotta
Kezu's
be game.
already there waiting to kill them all off. As TFT just getting taken down.
All the
All
buybacks
of them
coming
will try
out.
and buy back and try and hold this, but it's a 19k lead, 24-7. Chaos with a second game in a row where they have just looked to be on a totally different level.
Yeah,
And it really just feels like a tremendous outdraft.
it
To be
does.
completely honest, like there's no way to catch heroes. They can't actually protect the egg in any way either, and it's their first pick. It really just doesn't feel like TFT have the synergy in this one, at least together in this game either.
And it's a
they
GG.
need to go back to the drawing board a little bit here.
They already,
'cause
but that's got to be the right, because we
painful.
felt that it would be a little bit better with this draft but compared to game one. I would like.
But then they
Did we
picked
think this would be as
Io Gyro.
brutal as a beatdown as game one?
Final Tribe is not an Io Gyro type of team.
I didn't think it would be as, but I think Chen is
is-
just, this hero is insane. If you do well in your lanes, which he makes you do well in your lanes, he just gets his push going. Your sustain is insane. DK just standing next to Chen, what, he has 40 HP
Yeah,
per
it's
second,
so-
45 HP per second
can't
just from
kill.
the innate ability.
Yeah.
Can
I
we
mean, do you-
continue ordering food before we go to a break? by
We
the
have
way?
to do it after the break. But
Oh.
we do it after the break. I believe,
Yeah.
right? Are we do it after the break or?
We know now, don't I?
Oh, we can do it now. Oh,
Yeah.
JJ,
Or
let's go.
whatever.
Let's finish
I mean-
the food order.
Finish the
Finish
food
the
order.
food.
We only have
Where we
so
order
much
from?
time in between games, and we
Yeah,
do
that's
have to
true.
play your ads, and
Get
we
it back on the
want to
screen,
get
go
the
now.
food order also before the draft. So
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own.
File transfer complete.
No point in blaming you, you did not know.
Insufficient permission.
Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
File transfer complete.
Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh,
team ban.
You say Matu makes this move, and he gets kills, get tower, and then you see Chessie make that move, he goes top. He's spending a lot of time diving Misery. He kills Misery, but loses his life. You know, that's the difference straight there. The two mids, the impact that they can have on those heroes is just so different at that point, and yeah, they just ran away with the game.
I feel like this like bottom lane, they didn't expect how much pressure it was going to put out. I think they thought the IO Gyro was going to do a lot better, but Milan and Kezu just ruined them at the start, at the beginning of the lane.
I was just saying, Kezu and Milan in these dual lanes, have, yeah, you really feel as the qualifiers have gone on these two together, when they get these, you know, great sort of hero matchups against whatever they're playing at, they're really good at playing off one another and just dominating the lane now.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see, which is sort of a change from when they were trying to do the thing where Kezu was doing this whole creep skipping stuff with these heroes. I think they've sort of figured that in these qualifiers, if you just play the lane together in a dual lane, they have got the skill combined to beat most of the teams in these lanes.
Yeah, I think banning the Dazzles, I think you just have to. I think
I'm banning the Chen.
Yeah, Chen I think is just an insane hero, and I think Dazzle just enables him to be able to do too much. I think this hero provides just, it's like this invisible stuff it provides too. I think Bad Juju just, everyone on that team, I saw them, everyone was negative armor when they're taking fights. Even when they were having like an okay timing around that Roche pit, everyone's like minus 12 armor because of the Juju.
So yeah, it's
they're all squishy.
We'll see what they're going to do.
Supports. No Chen, no Enigma for them, so
try something different.
The Willow to start with.
Willow Mars?
Yeah, Willow Mars, Willow Centaur. I mean, Mars Kezu has just looked amazing.
Yeah, it has.
Kezu as a whole, he got a lot of criticism on day one, but he has been fantastic today.
Stepped it up.
What do they want to get?
So for Final Tribe, obviously this could be their last game, so they're gonna try to play to their strength most of all. Let's focus a little bit more on what they should need to do. Like, we've seen Chessie play so well the whole qualifier. What hero would we like to see him on? Puck again, but a save for last, I guess. Do they have last pick? They do have. They don't have last pick.
It's Pucks, it's Quops. I wouldn't even mind a Chessie Lesh or a Chessie Lena.
Puck can be a little annoying versus Willow sometimes. Just the roots, the brambles. You fall into a bramble. That's all. I mean, it can be a bit obnoxious. That. Go for the Centaur.
Centaur Willow, strong lane. This is what we saw CIS every single game until Centaur started getting banned and Willow started getting banned.
Yeah, pressure lane.
Maybe TFT is just trying to grab the Wraith King because I think last couple games it was banned out second stage.
I wouldn't mind that your Wraith King AA.
You just get
the strong combo.
Get your strong lane.
Yep.
Yeah. Get Frost on a signature hero.
Yeah, I was going Frost probably his best hero. That of the Lifestealer. The two top carries for Frost that he's always been playing. Wraith King is, yeah, we said before, you know, he's been playing it before everyone else was playing it. They used to run it anyway.
Such a strong pressure lane though. Like Centaur, Willow. I'm almost thinking like if they do want to pick these like strong carries for Frost, maybe they even want to start out for a tri lane, just to guarantee him the farm. Like these Centaurs just put too much pressure.
Dire team ban.
Oh, they take the Tiny.
They take the Tiny themselves.
Who's playing the Tiny?
Hanskin.
Hanskin Tiny.
Turn of the Chessie Tiny.
What?
Huh?
J4 is coaching Chaos.
J4.
J4 is coaching.
Yeah.
We saw Hanskin play the Tiny, and we saw what Milan was able to do in the last game. He put so much pressure on the IO Gyro lane that allowed Kezus to free farm.
I mean, is it just sort of is what he was just saying? Chessie Tiny, you know, used to be one of the best in the game. Obviously, you do have to have a good lane for it. And it's obviously not as much of a lane dominator as it was back when Tree was in its original state. But is there always that chance that maybe if you see a chance to slide this Tiny into mid and let Chessie pop off, this would be the time to do it?
Maybe. I guess we'll see, because you'll see everything, right? He'll get all the information in the world on the draft, but
it's just you as a mid, this hero just like what's the downside? If you get in a good lane where you know you're going to farm,
it's more what I think the question is more like what's the upside? Why run it mid when it can do very similar things out of a forward position?
Sure.
You don't. I mean, you do benefit from the faster levels and coming online a bit faster, but it's very like all in on getting kills and snowball, and that's what lost them game one in really bad fashion. Was going for this.
Yeah, if you're trying to go for the snowball.
Snowball. We can't make mistakes. We can't lose a fight. Kind of draft, which to me is what Tiny mid gives you. Possible right now. They're just banning out some of those standard Matu heroes, Lone Druid, Ember, Billabrew in the pool. Something TFT don't have an answer for. They should probably be banning out last.
Yeah, we see Tiny. Tiny has, I think, lane versus Bruise before, but I don't think it matters. I think that farms you.
Radiant team pick.
Juggles.
Ban the Frost Lifestealer. So leave it in the Frost Wraith King, the Frost Jug.
Troll?
I think they're leaving
the
it.
Frost Troll, yeah.
I think they're leaving it, right? I think they're doing what Insania was talking about. You know, they're like, okay, you know, I think the Lifestealer is the one that we can't pressure as hard. Wraith King is low armor. They can actually, you can hit him. You hit him constantly, and he does get pressured a bit because of it. In comparison to a Lifestealer, just feasts off of the Centaur a little bit.
10 seconds.
You can't actually do that as a Wraith King.
See what you mentioned, where they maybe just start switching out to give Frost a tri lane. Wouldn't mind seeing that.
Does
Yeah,
Chaos
it's just
play Phoenix?
yeah, Milan.
Milan is
but
like the best. but
Milan's
he'll
the
play
Willow.
the Willow.
Milan's also the Willow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Milan's always the Willow.
But no, I mean, Milan's Phoenix is yeah, it's one of the best.
So what do we wanna
in the
see from
regional
Misery?
qualifiers.
Bane.
Bane.
Misery plays like the best Bane.
To be honest, yeah, I haven't played it. phenomenal
Bane
Bane.
or his Witch Doctor.
I like Bane because I feel like, and Witch Doctor too, because some of his other fights he gets a bit greedy sometimes, and those Banes you can't be greedy.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
The hero doesn't take waves.
You can't farm. You just brain sap that creep. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Taking their time. What they want to reveal here.
Dire team.
What about the
be a core.
Oracle against it?
Yeah, it's just the Bane.
Oh, okay.
Bane it is.
I thought maybe perhaps for a second it might be something else, but got a lot
But
of catch.
he's been doing so well on his Bane.
Yeah.
So, as always. And
Yep.
This is the game that will push you to TI.
Yeah, they're
Good
picking
stuff.
themselves a lot of catch, a lot of team fight. With Centaur and Willow already right off the bat.
Which way the final tribe go? Are we going to see the Grab Frost heroes now? Obviously, some of the carries are starting to get banned, so...
Let's grab their offlane even. So they can wait to have 4 of the 5 picks revealed before they pick their carry mid.
Wraith
Do
King.
the Wraith King anyway.
A Wraith King.
You have
Nice
to.
combo.
The Chaos. They knew this was coming, right? You have
Yeah.
to be expecting this to. When you see
Yeah.
the AA, as
Are
we've
they
seen
just
every
going to
day.
go for their PL they've been doing time and time again? I mean, PL or Morphling both can work. Maybe less so the Morphling against the AA, but even that matchup is still playable. PL. Really solid here.
Yep, definitely does.
10 seconds.
But even, what about a bit of an anti-mage game? Gets these 2 magical bursts. Pretty nice for having that counter spell.
Does it fit with the rest of the timings of Chaos? Because
I mean, probably to be fair, the way
very
they're-
fast.
Probably because the way they've been playing, they're like, we're winning in 20 minutes. So.
Yeah.
You're looking
Yeah,
to pressure.
yeah.
You're looking to keep the game
Yeah.
going. But this time they don't have that
You want
type of
something
like
fast.
push sustain lineup here unless they just pick
Yet.
a DK again.
But I think you're right. PL's definitely looking appealing
Doable.
right then for that sort of time. And 25 minutes in, you got this Yasha defusal. You're joining the team. You're killing people.
Yeah, PL looks
Yeah.
as weird as it is coming out now that we're going back to saying PL looks solid. PL,
Yeah.
Oh, in faded sands, definitely.
The downside of it is they have 2 counter picks available, but...
This is one we saw him on the other day as well. The VT faded Weaver.
seems to like playing it versus the AA quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, it was the same then.
And it was AA
yeah.
Wraith King then as well.
Yeah.
One of the only heroes in the game that can counter Ice Blast, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like skitters into the back lines, goes for them. Tiny, low armor, Wraith King, low armor, AA, low armor. Gives you
Yeah.
those bugs. Definitely be pretty obnoxious.
Okay.
Chessie Kunka.
Catch for Weaver. Good ways. Gives him that team fight with AA. They have high burst damage.
Actually, is this a Chessie Kunka or is this a Zibby Kunka on the offlane? Putting pressure, those Tidebringer hits on a Weaver.
I guess we don't know, but it's something that covers. Now it's like, all right, we don't have to ban Brood,
Yeah.
right? It covers your
Yeah.
bases.
Okay.
That helps.
Seconds remaining.
Yeah, good to get sort of those 2 Matu big ones. But I guess obviously
Lundred's
Lundred was
gone,
banned
yeah.
anyway. Yeah.
I like how 3 out of the 6 bans are indeed for Matu.
You got to do it.
A lot of
You
respect
got to do it.
given.
What does Matu go? What heroes are left in the pool that we have seen Matu play?
The Chessie Pocket Leads get banned out.
Bit of respect. I know that,
That's the
understandable.
one we
respect for
wanted
it.
to see Chessie on.
And the combo would have been great with the Ice Blast, Torrent Boat combo with that Dream Coil. So.
Yep.
And it can be pretty annoying for the Weaver, that high burst, the silences early on, and the Dream Coil against the Stampedes. Get rid of that.
Matu has also played Slark.
Playing Weaver versus Bucks hard. Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Tournament.
Probably won't play Slark this game because they have the Weaver on the side lane. So
5 seconds remaining.
The mid heroes
There's also played Morph mid, Morph doing.
For
for Chaos.
but again,
I guess,
faded.
Yeah, not
faded when
always.
he plays it.
Could see Matu go over to the Weaver, maybe, but...
I mean, yeah, Matu Weaver used to be great, but Faded played the Weaver really well
Yeah,
the other day.
he
So
did,
I think you keep him Faded on the Weaver. You pick Matu something that
Pick him as Monkey
He's
King.
amazing.
That's one of his best heroes.
if you get that lane against the Kunkka, you can certainly have that edge there.
Ooh, very, very
Yeah.
possible. They do have last pick too, so they can get a better idea of where the Kunkka's even going mid.
any way they pick.
TA is still into.
Why they banned the puck? Are they going for something like Pugna? Do they want some tower pusher on Chaos?
Yeah,
Pugna or DK
what
or...
do you mean? The puck would have been good. It's Chessie puck. As I say, it's against
No,
Weavers.
I know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Pugna ban.
It's for the Weaver. It's for the Weaver.
Yeah,
I'm also
Pugna
thinking maybe they want something
What?
else.
No, puck. He's talking about the puck.
I know, he's talking about the puck ban. Why is puck banned? Is it because they might want to go for Pugna?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
It's also. I mean, yeah, sure, covering
We
the
got the
Weaver
puck,
and the
puck,
ban.
puck,
They
Sorry.
banned the puck to pick the Pugna.
the puck.
Perhaps.
Actually, I don't know. Pugna versus.
We have seen
terrible.
a lot of Pugna Matuma Man. Only won this tournament, I think. But in the past, obviously, it's one of his greens.
Mm-hmm.
Same as
heal.
if you're talking about green hero, Necrophos.
Yeah, against the TAA don't feel too great. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a rough
Yeah,
fucking
it puts
game.
it off.
There's a lot of catch and stuns from
And
him too.
Decrepify ain't saving anyone against this lineup. Whoa, JJ.
Whoa! Panic,
JJ.
panic! Ah.
Final ban. What do you want to take away from Matu? Any other big Matu scary heroes?
Spot the error.
JJ. Banning the Matu
You just removed
OD.
it.
That's good. OG.
Marana.
Oh no!
What
They
are
picked Marana. Oh.
So what? We've seen Marana play twice. Lost both games.
I only remember the
It's
one.
not-
Was there a second?
Maybe there was just a one.
I thought we-
It was
it
Jonas
was-
played it, right?
It
He
was
played
so
offlane?
bad.
Not TFT Jonas.
It wasn't TFT
The,
Jonas.
the Akin Jonas.
And this is a Chessie Mirana and a Zibe Kunka, right?
Not sure. I'm not.
You'd rather have the Chessie on the Mirana mid and Zibe on the...
Oh, I
Depending
remember
on
that
matchup.
Marana.
I guess it depends on that. Yeah, it depends what we see.
Willow is.
It was only one. You're right.
Willow makes Marana pretty hard to play.
I feel Marana's one of the bottom 10 worst. heroes
Isn't
in
Weaver
Dota.
pretty good against Miranas where you get the bug and you just chase her with the Shikuchi when she leaps and she's dead?
Can be hard, for sure. They just do the DK
Oh my
again.
god, that's a
tank
great
up.
hero versus Marana too.
Just
tank
do the,
up.
They do the DK.
Oh.
I was thinking DK or Pugna. They wanted some tower pusher.
Let's see,
on the
who's
other
play... Yeah, it's Zibe Kunka off lane and Chessie Mirana
Okay.
mid.
I definitely prefer that to the Alpha Marana, but I still feel Marana is such a hard hero to execute right now with how weak it feels.
side. The DK is gonna free farm mid.
Yeah, I mean, and this Mirana, I guess Weaver's squishy, but a DK and a Centaur, these heroes don't die to a Mirana at any stage of the game, do they?
They have a lot of combo with it too, and they have high magical damage again with the Ice Vortex this time.
So Marana has to. What needs to happen for Marana to be successful? How active does she need to be?
Yeah,
Really?
we
You don't
need to
have
put
any items
super
for
active.
Marana?
Yes.
We need a patch update right now. Then, you know, maybe then.
It needs to be like this incredibly active. They need to be getting kills.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's hard.
Actively
It is
across the map.
Obviously, everything's possible, but we're just saying with a Mirana, it's going to be very hard. You've made it hard for yourself. You obviously believe, you know, Chessie is his last pick, potentially the last game. It's been all down to him. What does he want to play? He's called for the Mirana. He believes in it, and we'll see if he can do it. As this is his last chance, and he's put all his eggs in the basket of a hero that most other teams, I think even in all the regions, right, they're not touching. And we see, like, is this a pick we're seeing in other regions at the
No.
moment? No.
No.
No one's really playing with the Marana.
Find some Marana stat.
Oh yeah, get the Marana stats up for this qualifiers. For all the
I just
regions.
feel like a hero like Sniper does what Marana does a little bit better. It's less active as far, and that's what the Marana gives you is this early mid game aggression, damage output that can move around the map. Sniper, you can't go into fights because you don't have an escape and have the mobility of leap.
This game they've got catch. That's for sure.
They've got,
Tribe,
they've got
last
catch.
game I think
They've
they
got
really
catch, they've got
struggled
kill.
with it.
They can kill.
They had the Stampede, sure, with the Centaur, but that was pretty much it. This time they've got stuns aplenty. Everyone has their own form. I mean, Cold Feet, not really a stun, but it can be. Okay.
Let's have a look. Chaos Esports Club 1 plus 25 away from making it to TI. See if they can get that win.
What?
25 and 1 when you win a game.
This is not a ranked game.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a joke. I'm sorry.
Got him.
I'm just saying.
Got it. Thank you, Sheep. You got my back.
In popular
All right,
culture,
all right.
Marana
Marana stats.
Marana stats, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by Nahaza Gods.
Yes, sponsored by Nahaz
Sponsored by
Dota.
Nahaz.
There has been a grand total of one Marana game this
And we
entire
saw
TI
it and it
qualifier.
lost. Oh.
It was here. It was awful.
It was
It
bad.
was Jonathan Pham
Versus
on the
Disruptor.
offlane.
Versus Disruptor, so he just
Yeah.
got glimpsed over and over again.
Yes.
I remember that game. Like,
He had a rough time.
okay,
And I
so
remember in the fight, they just let Marana hit because she just didn't do anything.
yes.
1.88 KDA.
Well, let's see if Chessie's able to make that 0 a 50%
I mean,
on the win rate.
let's see.
Let's see. As I said, you know, they obviously have this big belief in it because there's no way you're picking this hero if you don't. They believe in the Chessie Marana.
They've got super active heroes, so
Yeah.
that's that's what I'm
They
looking
can make
at.
things happen.
Yeah, just make fights happen all the time. They've got the Moonlight Shadow always to be able to punish and
And this is the kind of lamp that really can utilize Moonlight Shadow well.
yes. And they are actually putting it is a Kunkka mid, by the way.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Oh, they are gonna. Well, so Chelsea's gonna play the side lane.
Kunkka mid,
Looks like
Chelsea
it.
side lane. It's looking like it after that last
Marana
pick.
tiny offlane. Marana.
I do. I guess that's a little better,
yeah.
right? Because Marana would have struggled to CS against DK.
Marana would have lost super hard to DK, and
Yeah.
DK would free
You
farm.
would not get any CS.
I mean, okay, you wouldn't. Actually, you probably would lose super hard. Actually,
You wouldn't- yeah, you wouldn't
have,
be able to
really
CS,
bad
right?
base damage.
Yeah.
It's like the old Puck versus DK matchup where Marana has just no damage. You can't last hit.
yeah.
Try arrow creeps, but if DK can just block those arrows even.
So they're switching. This is the first time I think I've seen TFT also
And you're
putting
putting your
their
offlaner-
non-mid
yeah.
laner in the mid lane.
This is a drastic switch up for this all-important game.
Yeah, I know we see teams do it all the time, but you know sometimes you really do see those mechanics in the mid lane really do come out to make the difference.
Yeah. It was what Hippomaniacs who did it yesterday, putting their carry mid. Curry did not look that comfortable playing the old sniper mid.
It was a big change up because sure, you know, it's, you know, you can say, well, he's on a Kunkka, he's not going to have trouble playing the matchup, but obviously being a mid laner is more than just playing the mid lane.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So we'll see how well Zibe can do in this position.
They both have like the same sounding animation. It's actually pretty satisfying to listen to.
Waves being pulled up top.
Yep.
Willow pulling waves, so Frost's gonna have to last hit around his tower. Kezu's gonna have to bully as much as possible.
I like that we see them pulling. I was actually a bit confused when I didn't see TFT pulling the waves last time when they had the Centaur when he was struggling a bit versus the Chen and the Jug. I thought they were actually going to pull lanes and they didn't. So this time we do see Chaos is the one that are going to be pulling waves to make sure that.
And seeing the carry players going back to pulling the wave to meet the next one behind the tower. I feel like that's been forgotten a little bit. Although they do keep both the support AA there, so that entire wave Dark Willow pulled is being used to get denies as well as last hits, and he's going to deny this range creep. Really well played
Hey,
there.
first spot for
And
Jesse down
Jesse
bottom. They get the
gets killed.
combo. Hansken's able to catch him out. And they get the first spot down there in the bottom lane. Jesse Marana.
They have to be getting kills. And he's farming well, so that's okay. Different approach. I'm very intrigued, and they're making sure that they do have sentries. I believe I saw Hansken had 2 sentries at the start of the lane. You're playing versus Weaver. I think we've talked about this ad nauseum. Just putting the sentry in lane puts a lot more pressure on the Weaver. So Misery, he counteracts with his own. Sentry warp. But he has another one. They're pinging it. They're getting prepared to kill the sentry bottom. They do get it in time. Now we'll see Misery do the same if he can hide it. Getting 2 waves. Centaur getting slowed down a bit in that top lane just because the pole's affected. But Willow is getting a couple extra last because of it. DK really, starting to pull ahead a bit in that mid lane. Good full wave advantage actually at the moment. Saw them do this last time too, the 1-1-2 build.
Yes.
Rather than going for the 2 breathe fire, he just wants that point and stun. Always will be able to set up. Maybe mess with some last hits.
So that's like you use breathe fire, but the stun the same thing. Maybe you get a range creep deny or secure last hit. With the braces, you get all those extra stats that give you a bit more mana to play around with still as a main go.
He's crushing it, huh?
Yeah, he's doing really well. To be expected. I mean, the Tidebringer does like 0 damage to you, and then you can just do the right click back.
Sure.
Always about focusing on your left.
And with double bracer, even Kunkka gets level 6. There's not really kill threat from Kunkka alone. It's going to require at least a +1, maybe even 2. Could just be a lane where Matu can pressure the tower, and Kunkka can't really do much about the DK.
Morana's actually doing pretty good in the last hits as well with 18 and 3, keeping up with her counterpart Centaur. Actually doing a little better than her counterpart.
Pressuring Hansken a bit here. That rune, it's a regen. They're
Yeah.
fighting for it. Hansken wants it to speed Bane. He can reach.
nightmare.
Misery. Hits him once or twice too for
yes.
good measure. Don't get the regen broken either.
Yeah, that hit me almost.
That's it around.
Brain sap
Give him a brain sap for the rose.
Yeah, he's got the regen rune, so
Oh,
may
he
as well.
will. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Poor Hansken.
He was, the dream appeared before his eyes. He's like, yes, the prize. And then it gets Still don't know why.
Snubbed. But there's a lot of good news for the final throughout this game too. So far, just Racing being a little bit sad, but Kunkka, Moran are doing great. In terms of last hits, not so healthy, but there's just Shrine coming up and again in a second.
Freeze, but
Still the salve left.
5-minute race.
Not a nightmare.
oh,
He did. Oh, yeah.
bugs.
Hans getting in trouble here.
Yeah.
There's no
Bugs
way to get
for
rid
the
of it. Trying to die for the rune, and he will get it. But no escape. Misery.
Misery stealing the kill.
Excuse me, Misery?
He just
Misery.
wants his gold.
And he's like, I can't get Midas on Bane, but I
Hey.
can take these kills.
He's like, whoa, 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 it's my birthday, thank you. Thank you very much.
Birthday boy coming through. This is mine.
He's
Patient,
putting a
knowing man.
lot of pressure on. He is baiting this one, that maybe. Oh, Tiny just coming in to put a ward.
I think this is just
Yeah.
the 5-minute, right? They want to try to protect their tower a little bit here. Matu, he actually buys himself a raindrop. I really like this. He knows he's playing versus Tiny Kunkka. Any type of absorption of damage is really been Milan.
Hello. Walking by for the shrine, it looks like.
Oh, nice dodge for Zebe. Level 3 on that Willow, so it has to also still be a little careful.
I did go for the 2 in the Shadow Realm. I've been seeing a lot of 1-0-2, 1-0-1, and then you start going for
Yeah.
your Shadow Realm afterwards now.
Even some 1-1-1s.
Yeah, even some 1-1-1s. As that level 6 comes out, and that's where Matu really starts to pull ahead in this mid lane. DK struggles too much from the harass.
Yes,
Let's see. Keep.
he leaps. He's going to need to get out of this one. The Brambles is there, so we can't
Oh,
leap
they've
right
got
now.
the kill on
and
him.
Nicely played.
Grabs. Look at that rotation from Milan, right? Starts top, goes mid, runs all the way bottom,
On the
takes the biggest.
tips.
Oh dear.
Dude,
Chelsea.
chaos is just. I was going to say, is
What's
there some
their
drama
problem with
going on?
Chelsea? Yeah.
What did
No, no, no,
Chelsea?
no, no.
It's because he's Rasmus. I'm telling you, the Rasmus. No, I
There's
actually
either
don't
an
know.
inside
Well,
joke or there's some
yeah.
I'm
drama.
thinking
Is there
that
drama? Let us know, Twitch chat.
I hope it's drama.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I want
Drama's
some
always more
drama.
fun.
Us. Ooh, very nice little step around.
I think of all the Final Tribe people, he is the most outspoken one. And you want to try and tilt people, right? That's part of the game.
I guess it's about the tilt, but yeah. It just seems a
Maybe
little
there is. So
personal.
Jesse has played for a very long time in America. So of some of the Chaos players. Maybe there was
Maybe.
something
Oh,
there.
Maybe.
I'll message.
Yeah, message.
Well, maybe
now, mid-game.
After the game. Yeah, pause the game,
ask Misery what it
everybody.
is.
I mean, they're
Just type in all chat, JJ. Ask him.
no.
how to never get hired for an event again.
just type problem question mark. You know, sort of.
Oh, come on.
Discord?
Kazu, body blocks.
Oh, Faded rotate though.
Oh, the stun on Frost now, too.
Oh, they got the Wraith King kill.
Yeah,
He's dead.
right.
What a move from Faded.
One more hit.
He
Faded will
has
get
it.
him.
There's no
Faded will get
escape
him.
for the
The
Wraith
bug.
King. Oh, the bug does it.
Another kill.
Making these moves.
Faded's been one of these carry players that loves making these aggressive plays. Like I would say he's had quite a few mistakes here and there throughout these qualifiers, but the fact he's willing to make these early TP rotations is something most carry players are not doing.
Yeah, and it fits because of as far as mids go, Matuma is one that normally likes to stick his ground a little bit longer. You know, he's like more of the sturdy guy, so it kind of balances each other out a little bit.
It's always going to be hard when you're playing on a team with like some very known players, right? To like stand out for yourself. People don't really know the guy, but his farming patterns has been fantastic as well. He farms very fast.
Oh, X Mark.
He's
Does
got the
have some
time
backup
lapse.
here too, but the time lapse is not going to be in time there, or rather, you know, there was
good
just too much
combo.
lockdown.
Cass's curse.
coming
There you go.
out.
Sorry, Faded.
That's the combo they needed. They've got that combo.
He's like, why did I die? And we jinxed you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that one was on us.
Matumba looks like he's holding gold again this time around for probably that Midas.
Feels so good. DK benefits so much from the levels. Has some really nice talents.
Yeah, I do like the Midas. I mean, even the attack speed, right? You hit pretty hard as a DK. That attack speed real nice as he gets a D ward. That's money. Mirana looking throughout the jungle to try to find somebody, but bottom lane's been ditched. Chaos wants nothing to do with that. They want to put the pressure on.
Dire's top
Misery's seen a
is under attack.
lot. That ward down, he snuck by undetected, and this rotation shouldn't leave too much. DK's got maxed out passive, raindrop, double racing.
Dire's
Borderline unkillable. Maybe AA's level 6 is where killing him becomes feasible. But by then he's going to have Midas. You're going to have to commit a lot to kill him.
Yep. Immediately starts to poke that tower. Max DK armor. Yep. We see 22 HP regen. Lovely.
Damage.
Yep. Go back off.
Damage in.
Cut the tree. Make sure you get the farm up over here as well.
Oh, they found Misery.
Or has he found
Oh,
that?
he found that.
Ah, yeah, he's been found, but he's got a nightmare.
He's just been toying with them in the jungle there for
Yeah.
a bit, right? Now that he could put that ward in so many different places.
Need a lot of sentry for it. DK's Midas comes out and see whether or not TFT can look to apply any pressure anytime soon.
Shibby's still very. I mean, Shibby's actually ahead in farm. He had to have gotten some stacks on the Kunk. I guess the kill on the Weaver also.
Bottles
Yeah.
2 for 2. Runes, that is. Runes 2 for 2.
3 for 1.
3 for 1. No, 1 is a bottle. Oh my god.
It's those get confused. When people bottle stuff, it always makes. So he's gone for the phase drum. So just team fighting oriented for the Kunkka, just wanting to show up to all the fights here.
He's even a half level ahead of DK, so for all the praise for Mato, it's not like Kunkka's losing the lane at all. Offlaners, I mean, we say offlaners, I guess Mirana's kind of the offlaner.
Yeah.
Similar to Centaur, it seems like all 6 cores in this game are getting the farm. Wraith King, the only one maybe slightly behind some of the others, but even that is very minimal.
And as far as supports go, Ancient Operation is the true position 6.
Yeah, Misery's not.
There.
His net worth would be different if he didn't take that kill.
True.
I was like a couple hundred right there. Plus the Weaver rotates, so he hit a free lane actually. Weaver TP top and Misery was staying bottom, like he's got 14 CS.
An Ancient Operation, at least he has his ultimate, so you know he's fine.
Yep.
He doesn't necessarily need gold to be super effective.
We'll hit level 10, get that GPM going.
Era's in a okay place. So both teams seem to be pretty okay with the farming, apart from maybe Final Tribe. They're looking like they're gonna make a rotation. First time Mirana leaving the lane as well.
He's got a hood, he's
Got
very
a hood
tanky.
in the sleep to disjoint from the X.
Nice.
Misery Bane.
Nah.
Tips him.
And they've got Stampede.
Yeah.
Even just throw the grip. No mercy.
Yep. And it's a very slow game, so you're happy to use those ultimates for these kills, but be careful, here
Yeah,
comes Chess.
see?
Watch out, it's a Mirana, guys.
Oh, it's a Mirana! No!
Close your eyes.
Oh,
That's what Mirana does.
he didn't even get
and
to
the
throw an
tips.
arrow. Well, can I see the skill bit of the
Your
Mirana?
respects.
Oh.
What did Mirana?
Guys,
I guess
He had a
it's
haste
gotta
rate
expect
too.
those sentries though.
Oh no.
Especially in that spot at this moment in
Chesson.
time, that's a pretty common dewarding sentry too. But they're prepared. You're playing versus
And
Moonlight Shadow. They're gonna have sentries.
It's also,
and dusts.
he had no kills there. Kezu was half health but with a hood.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
double Starstorm would not have come close to killing him. He hadn't even used the hood.
It was very ambitious.
It's one thing if there's like a big core kill you might choose to risk it, but he was risking it with no real win. There was no real positive outcome for him there.
Yeah.
Era scouted out that observer.
Real rough for sure. But they will get a deward there. Misery's ward that he placed earlier in Milan.
Oh, and maybe
We'll
a
get
kill
blown
now.
up.
There we go.
They killed the Willow with the arrow.
Yep. Someone already got value out of that ward, but ultimately, you've got to deward it anyways, and Chaos will be happy to kind of reset things. They've got this Midas gold ticking on the DK. Centaur's having a great time. All is well on the Chaos.
Playing around the vision right there. They did not
Yes.
see him there behind that tree.
Oh,
This time they saw him.
Yeah, well, it's daytime.
Now they'll see him.
Be careful there. He's trying to delay it, but you know.
And that's a very likely deward now.
Yeah.
That come out from Era.
Could be, yeah. Oh no, they get
Oh,
strong.
top lane.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh no, not
They have
again,
Willow.
Chelsea.
Can he get the brambles?
He's not getting out
Wait
of
for the
this.
stun. Yeah. He's going for the terrorize?
fair.
Don't
Don't
even
even need it.
He
He's
got the
Still
range
check.
creep.
Yay!
He got the range creep.
Tips.
There we go.
Playing Mirana versus Willow is just so. I mean, playing Mirana is
Yeah.
hard as its own.
I was
But
gonna
playing
say, you could
versus
stop
Willow.
there. Stop there, Fog. Playing Mirana.
Oh no.
But seriously, like Willow is one of the harder ones because you're playing versus multiple routes and you have to line yourself. You have to jump into them most of the time when you line up your brambles. Otherwise, you're jumping into more brambles.
And once that Curse Crown's on you, you could commit 2-3 leaps to run away, but he's going to chase you down with and use the brambles after the stun hit.
He looks like he wants to try to set up down here.
Okay.
Oh, he,
Perhaps thought the
Mid
mid lane, they got him.
retaliate damage. There it
Curse
gets
Crown
shot.
as well onto Hanskin. The Fear's going to knock both Zibe and Chessie backing out of the fight.
Jesse's still alive with that hood. He's got all kinds of regen.
Hanskin. He's dead. The wraparound's going to be coming in from VT Faded.
Oh,
Misery.
no,
The grip.
Chessie.
The grip on Chessie dead again. The root's out. Frost is caught. He's dead. Reincarnates pop.
It's
Well,
See if they
looking
can
pretty
do it
good.
again. Breathe fire. Curse crown onto Frost. The crown will kill the king. As Frost is dead to the Shadow Realm hit.
Oh my
just
god.
going
they
in
just-
one by one.
One by one. They just now
Okay.
Chaos can disengage.
It's a Kunkka, at least someone tanky who can force them back. But
Maybe you can try. No, don't risk it. Don't try to catch. Oh man,
No.
disastrous series of events for Chessie as he
Yeah.
dies 3 times in a row.
And as bounty
Marana.
runes come up, 4 bounty runes easily picked. A lot of
Chaos.
gold going Chaos's way.
They're relentless at this point with the way that they're applying the pressure. They've taken the towers in the mid and the top lane. They've placed super deep wards, and they're just running at them, matching the aggression. You know that this Wraith King is going for the Midas farming build. They have a Marana who's just not a very strong hero. Even if you have these timings, you're versus some natural counters.
You go for that Acceptor.
Oh no. Oh,
Gotten
no.
buffed, but
I think it's probably the build at least as far as playing Marana
is
goes.
it?
I mean,
is
in
it
terms of physical
Aghanim's Marana
damage,
and
You gotta go
Twi-
damage. You either go
You gotta
Ags or you
go-
go Maelstrom.
You gotta go physical damage or magical damage.
Yeah.
At this point, physical,
But
they're
dude,
too
Aghanim.
tanky.
Come on, no
They're
one's building
magical.
Aghanim's Marana
They're-
nowadays, are they?
No one's playing Marana.
Marana.
So if there is a
Yeah.
Marana, you don't know what the
we've only had
Marana
two
is.
Maranas.
Okay, we'll say.
No.
Was it picked in any of the other regions?
No, that was
that was-
zero.
that
was all
One game
regions.
in all regions.
And that was the one we.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So Europe, it's the Swedes. They believe in the hero.
Yeah, and you know,
First
there's
Jonas,
so
now
many
Chessie.
different heroes picked this qualifier. The fact that, like, even Tinker
Yeah.
got picked. The fact that there's only one Marana, kind of.
Marana players out there are thanking Jonas and Chessie for.
It's getting that buff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
getting buffed. There we go. Give it that buff, Mr. Asrock.
No, it definitely does. Definitely does look weak. And the two, I mean, 3 failed rotations. We said we want him to be active. Those 3 rotations just completely crippled him. He's not going to be able to actually get back and farm. They're going for early fighting build. They're going Armlet on the Kunkka, Armlet as well on the Wraith King to try to match Chaos right now. So
they
they're
kill
still
Matu?
5 behind.
Milan is there with the
burst.
fear.
You get a lot of damage out on Samatsu though. He should
With the
tick down. He's gone.
Yeah.
He's going to die to the Ice Blast
No,
shortly.
the pipe.
Oh,
The barrier.
No.
Oh, is it
Kezu.
actually-
Kazu with
It's
the
saving him.
blaze.
The pipe barrier blocking that tick
Oh,
damage.
he's not even going to base.
Dude, he
He's
was
just gonna
one
farm.
tick away from
He
being
was.
under threshold.
Yeah.
He was
Kezu.
one tick away from
And
being under
Kezu
threshold.
finished the pipe and
Tip
saving a
him.
blink. It was such a great goal.
Kezu, where's the Kezu haters at now?
I mean, that was beautiful. Yeah.
Look at him go.
He's playing super well this game. He's
Yeah.
2-0-3,
And
120
not
left.
just
It's-
like this today.
Yeah.
Today he's playing great.
I love that he goes for this tanky item build. Only just now got the blink after getting the full pipe.
Yeah.
He knows, just staying alive. Yeah, maybe we have slightly less initiation, but if they can't kill us, they don't get any momentum.
Chaos is going to fight up here.
Oh, they certainly are.
Good. They may not have Stampede, but they're still very strong.
Okay. They're actually looking to take a fight elsewhere.
Okay, get the pick off the arrows alone.
You get a kill top, there's no towers to take. You get a kill around this side of the map.
Very true.
More towers, maybe.
Very, very true. Yeah, they drew the line bottom.
Also,
Actually, everywhere.
BKB. Yeah. Well,
What if Arrow now is target?
It follows
homie?
you?
Yeah.
That's homie missile. You have to
seeking
make it
missile.
killable.
I think I'd love to see the arrow scale. Like the more points in it you put, the faster it moves.
Oh, that would be nice actually. Yeah, I'd like that.
Or more of them shoot out.
Oh yeah. Triple arrow is such a fun talent.
They will
By
find
tiny
Hanskin.
Hanskin.
Level 4 arrow shoots 2.
All right. Instead of you're listening, they're listening. Careful.
stuff?
They're listening.
Just make
Bring
it like,
back the old leap, the single target
leap.
leap that gives your teammates attacks. That was such a
That
actually
actually,
is
yeah.
nice.
and it gave you like the invulnerability during it, so you could dodge spells.
How about you do a combination? You do the triple leap, but it also gives your teammate the attack
Nah,
speed.
we don't. That's broke.
At the
I'm
moment,
down.
bitch.
I love. I like
broken.
Marana. I'm happy to see some Marana buffs.
He's
some
trying
love.
to set up for the defense, but
oh, the Moonlight Shadow.
what's Matama Man got? Does he have BKB?
They have
he has.
sentries
They can't
down.
kill him. They have to go for different targets, not the DK.
That's a different target.
That is a Centaur.
He didn't blink very
He's
far.
a little fat.
They got him. That's an excellent
He did
grab.
like a little tiny baby blink there, right?
Yeah, it looked like it.
He did like the okay. I'm blinking
Radiant's top tower
right next to me.
I mean, that's great for TFT. That's a big kill. They
Without Kezu,
ignored the
they
DK.
they can't really fight because they need that pipe.
Yeah. They're still getting great farm on the Kunkka as well as that Wraith King. Like, they're still keeping up.
Yeah.
Marana is a bit out of it for now, but the other two are definitely up there in that net worth.
In terms of towers, they're even as well. And they're about to get a tier 1 mid, which pushed them ahead on towers. There's only a 3k gold difference, so it's not as grim as we sometimes make it out to be. Perhaps
Right,
even
misery.
yeah, getting on a good side of the gold
Terrorize.
graph at this point. They can catch a couple more kills. Oh, Anskin is taking a lot of
That's
damage,
okay.
but he'll be fine. Get
Kazu's
some
in.
bottle. Kazu
hit
is
the
in.
The
Stop
lead was
still.
there at the same time, though.
They're
So
starting to bring
Jesse's able
Weaver.
to jump away.
They were starting to bring Weaver as well. VT Faded was TPing, but he canceled.
Go for the TI9 and we'll happily
Yeah.
found their BKBs. DK has one. Weaver getting close to completing his. Once they have BKBs, TFT get pretty limited in what they can do here.
Yeah. I think you have to go the BKBs in this game. Your verse is so much magical burst that's coming out. You have the Bane save in a way sometimes, but you can't rely on Misery to always get those. And almost Aghanims for the Mirana. So the thing they do have is they have the Aghanims Mirana with the Ice Vortex. That's the one thing where I'm looking for, that big burst, if it does actually pay off.
Need to somehow try to get those stuns off before people pop BKB though.
Yeah. Matumba has to be... Man, the BKBs are the big problem they're going to deal with. When these two cores turn golden in the front lines, it's going to really be problematic for them to pierce through.
Sure, I think could
Channel
even
switched.
go BKB this game.
I think so. Yeah,
There
you
we
do.
go.
Yep.
And
It's like sometimes you're like, why BKB? Because like, you can go Crimson Guard or anything like that. But no, it's... You just need it. Like, it could just be necessary this game.
after the last fight, he dies with a pipe up.
Yeah.
They have that much magic damage. BKB it is.
Radiant are scanning.
Missed 2 last hits there, Matu. I saw that. He's going same, similar build as last time. This time, of course, he got the BKB to protect himself, but still going for that AC next.
No blink there.
No blink.
Didn't crit toggle live.
Mana regen talent, you know, he's like, ah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that time.
That's
he
a
did.
trap.
Maybe,
That time he did.
maybe he was too fast for me to even see it. Probably
It's
did.
just lightning speed.
Yeah. Matu's fingers too fast.
Frame perfect.
Matu is one of the players that's pretty interesting to watch behind. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he used to, when he pans his camera and stuff, he would let go of his mouse and he'd use arrow keys.
No, yeah, he does. Yeah, we saw Dream League. That's what
Yep,
he
yep.
said he does.
He
He
does it
uses
for-
arrow keys to move the camera, which obviously sounds pretty crazy.
Yep.
Well, that's the case.
TV.
Just the volume.
Kazu, looks like he's going to be the one to start this. I believe that means that they have their BKB on the Weaver as well now, right? On VT Faded if they're doing this. Yes, they do. They're starting to kind of force it, but being a little bit hesitant, giving some respect here. TFT. We have the Deso is also finished on the Wraith King if he wants to bring it out, which he is. So they've got some. They've also got their item timings kicking in. What can they make of it? Got the Ags, Mirana.
So what was the recent buff? Was it the cooldown? Wasn't it?
Minus
on it?
1 second on the proc now again. Yeah. Oh, even the tooltip says 9.
Well-
Yeah, tooltip says 9, but
Oh,
it's
the
now
tooltip's
8.
wrong.
Yeah, it went from like, I think it was even 11 at one point to 10 to 9. Now it's 8.
How
Or
do
maybe
we-
it was 10 was the
how
maximum.
do we
but-
know the tooltip's wrong?
Are you sure? Yeah, there you go. Because scepter interval's 8.
Where does it say 9 seconds?
Right above it.
In the
Gaben! Oh, no.
Maybe it procs one every 9 and 8.
That'd be great. No more
Oh, yeah.
double Starstorm on the Ags either.
Yeah, the second.
Yeah.
That was what really killed it. Having the second drop down
Yeah,
of
you
it.
could hit a quad Starstorm on someone and just blow them up.
It also, it's because of the way it worked, since you could like blink into creep waves and they would clear the whole creep wave, and the way it swapped, it would always hit the hero anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's been quite some time since then, and they're still farming very well. But it's just, can they take the
Oh.
fight versus Chaos's BKBs?
There's the question.
Let's see if they can get Frost.
Vader's gonna commit his for this fight.
They
Arrow
should be able to
flying
get Frost
through.
the once. They do. Move on to Hansken as well whilst Frost respawns. They've got the timing with the Fiend's Grip. Holding down Frost that second time round. He will fall again. Frost is dead. Now
Gibby
Chaos will
turns
move
up.
on for more. See if they can chase anything else. Zib is already out there with the
This is
BKB. He's on the
BKB and
retreat.
running.
Dragon Tails onto Hansken.
Dodge the arrow.
Vader just going to continue to chase down Chessie. The roots are out as well. Chessie cannot leap away as they're on top of him. Or maybe, oh, he's in the trees. Actually, he can leap away.
He is
in
hiding.
it.
He's hiding. He's got
Don't
no TP.
leap away.
He's got Quelling Blade.
He's got no TP.
You
I
just
don't
gotta
think-
wait.
He's got to wait
Just
for
stand
40
still.
seconds. He's got to sit there and think about what
Yeah.
he's done.
But that's something that they're never gonna expect.
But now
Look,
they're
look. He backpacked his Ags, by the way. He's like,
So to get out.
do not proc the Starfall, please. Or Starstorm, sorry.
But this is as bad as dying. He's stuck there for 40 seconds.
He is stuck there for quite some
got
time.
leap.
You gotta
Yeah,
leap now.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
kind of lucky. He leaped into this like perfect tree surround.
Yeah.
That saves his life there, but
AAL flying over.
Chaos
Swim and harass.
was. They were very fast on the gank. They didn't have Jibby there when the fight started. So Jibby turns up, he runs, throws a boat and a BKB, and then the Wraith King was already dead. He actually just has to beeline and get the hell out of there as the Kunkka, and gives Chaos now a big Roche opportunity.
and without the the stun, if TFT came to stun
could you mute
initiations,
me?
these arrows aren't landing on anything. He shot 2-3 arrows that just get easily dodged there. It's such a bad stun when you have no setup.
With the Stampede too, right? It's like the arrow comes, they've got the stun connect, and then Stampede pops, and everybody just runs around max movement speed and easily see the arrow.
Oh, Chaos get themselves a Roshan. Still not a massive gold lead by any means.
No.
Oh, they're keeping up with the farm, the Wraith King and the Kunkka. That's for sure. And yeah, I mean, Jesse, he's keeping himself at the same level as farm as Kezu.
It's more you compare what Kezu can do to what Mirana can do in a fight. And that's where it's very Chaos favored as far as what those two
What you got, Giannis?
heroes offer.
No, I actually didn't see that Kezu didn't have phase boots that whole time in the game. He just picked them up. I think he probably noticed. He was like, wait, I don't have phase boots. So he went back and bought them. They're just way too good on Centaur. Now he's got the 15 talents as well. He's got the extra base damage. So then we have to watch Kezu to see if he gets those retaliate stacks in the fights. He's going to be packing a big punch. And they're looking to fight. Like we said, those double BKBs. And I think the AC is now finished out for Matumba. That's going to be go time. They already brought the Wraith King down very quickly because of his squishy build, because he's just got the armlet Deso. Now some minus armor on top. TFT, they have to be prepared for it. They have to be more heroes together when they get the initial jump. All pretty split up right now across the map. Starting to move to the jungle though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
All about it. Can they take the team fights? He even takes the arrow cooldown talent over the leap attack speed for the Marana.
He's so far behind. I mean, he's going the Axe build. I think
Yeah, he's
it's
just going
the way to go.
magic.
It's
Just
quite a
all
big
spell
reduction. It
casting.
goes from what, 14 to 9 or something?
I believe so.
The arrow cooldown. Check that one, JJ.
JJ? The
Arrow
arrow?
cooldown?
17 to
17
12.
to 12. Okay.
Dire's bottom tower
What?
is under
9
attack.
seconds.
You were like,
Hey, throw out some numbers.
Radiant's top tower.
Chaos, they're prepared for the push. The DK level 18 with AC.
Oh, wow.
The blue dragon. I didn't even notice. I actually didn't notice he was 18 or 19
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
Weaver also level 22, so that swarm extra tax.
And they defend this one.
We've been here before.
Perhaps a
DK
tiny
pushing
combo.
hard
Yeah,
down.
he's setting up the arrow with the
going in
tiny
first.
combo.
I got to save. Time lapse is not coming out.
They got the ice blast though. They'll burst at
Ages.
once. BKB's out from Matsu, who's trying to focus down, but the rum is there.
Good way to start the fight still. Yeah, they're going to force him back.
Yeah.
But they can get more.
Kezu.
Kezu, toss back.
The fear coming down onto them, but the
Another nightmare.
BKB's already out from Zibe. Zibe holding his ground. Frost moves in with the stun. They've taken down Centaur. They've got the grip through the BKB, holding Zibe in place. They're focusing him with all the right click
Wow.
as they do take him down. He has buyback. Zibe. He's back in. Going for a hand scan. He's looking for a
Hand
grab
scan.
with the combo, and with the arrow follow-up, they will get misery. They put an end to the push.
And they're figuring out the Tiny's the best insta-stun setup to make
It
sure
is.
that you can get these arrows.
Yeah.
Going in with that toss avalanche. Preventing any kind of BKB play.
In the split seconds there too, it looked like Weaver wanted to. I think maybe they were like. It depends on how the communication goes inside the team, right? Because looks like Misery maybe had an opportunity to unsleep, and he gets BKB off and dodges him from the combo in the midst of all that. But it's a lot of like chaos that's going on, so it's really hard to sometimes get all that off. Because you got the sleep on him, right? And then the arrow.
Yeah.
We saw the arrow flying. I think he
Yeah.
had time to actually get the BKB off. If he unslapped him, if Misery just clicks the hotkey, to unsleep. But
Maybe he didn't want to.
That's what I'm
because
thinking.
He had
Yeah.
Aegis, so.
Save the BKB.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking as well, that he was just
Well,
holding it.
did they fix, wasn't there that thing where if you got arrowed out of Nightmare, you could shift Q BKB?
There was that.
But that got fixed.
I don't know if that got fixed.
Okay.
Because I also found
Remember,
out.
that was in for the game for quite a while.
Yeah, I
Like
also-
BKB could rage if you...
I think if anything, he didn't want to. Because
that's
the
what I'm
risk
thinking
that
too.
you just die,
Let the
and you
Aegis
don't
go.
have an Aegis.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you don't have a BKB when you
Yep.
go back up. Nah.
I don't think it. Okay, I think.
Radiant are scanning.
Alright.
There's the other one that I found out. This interaction is pretty cool. If you're playing with a Radiance hero and you get disrupted as Shadow Demon, you can toggle your Radiance off if you spam it really quickly as you come out. You do not have Radiance illusions that are on. They tested
I
it.
remember seeing that. That was on Reddit too. Yeah.
Yep. So there's a couple
Yeah.
couple cool interactions that you can get out of these immunity, whatever
pixel
spells.
perfect.
Yeah.
Frame rate
I
perfect.
mean, I feel like in my head that shouldn't be possible.
Bottom tower has fallen.
If you disrupt someone with Radiance on, you should get the Radiance illusions.
But the frames.
I must say,
Same
Tribe
frame.
has been getting some nice high ground defenses. Hanskin has been nailing those.
Yeah, I mean,
initiations.
this game is certainly an improvement on game 1 and game 2.
Yes, for sure.
It's always hard to break high ground when, yeah, they have all these stuns, all this catch.
Yeah.
TFT are the ones with perfect vision when you're defending high ground compared to Chaos who...
Ooh,
Skellies
he sent the skeletons
are
down.
gonna be very annoying. Oh,
Ping, ping.
Moonlight Shadow to get
Yeah,
him out.
immediate
Nice
TP.
one. No detection
He wants me
here.
on in the
Five
back.
breaking out.
The arrow. It hits.
There's going to be an instant buyback.
Oh,
Look at the drag
Whoever
back on
stampede.
Misery. Trying to defend himself with the Nightmare, but they've got the burst combo. They'll take both supports.
They use
Okay.
BKB too.
Final Tribe fighting back.
Yeah.
I like it. Make him work for it.
Yeah, they
Stampede
just.
just to save the Willow who bought back. And
Yep.
that makes a lot of sense. You don't want that Willow to die right away, even as a support. There's a lot if sometimes somehow ends up dead for
He
100
did
seconds.
real fast too. Did he just get crit 2-shot?
Well, they've got a great combo with the Vortex. It's a lot of burst.
Matu went back for the Blink Dagger now. Has that level 20 talent, so gold's kind of just rolling in for him. His item progression can go
Yeah.
wherever it wants.
Wondering if they just buy a gem when Misery respawns. I think that might be one of the plays. This Moonlight Shadow is pretty annoying, but it doesn't actually do. We don't see too many gems picked up anymore. That's the only reason why I kind of was putting that one out there. Because just those wraparound and stuff. Maybe it's a bit risky if you lose it.
We
so.
don't see a lot of gems.
Or Weaver.
No.
It used to always be minute 20 buy a gem.
Oh, they
Yeah.
get the kill on Willow. That's the
Wow.
dieback on Willow.
70
yeah.
seconds.
But it is going to cost them
The Handskin.
Handskin's
tiny.
life for getting that Willow kill.
Hanskin's happy. 540 gold. Look at that. And Skeletons continue to force bottom. Frost doing a good job of constantly making his way
Yeah.
down here to send him.
They're slowing this game down very nicely.
Yep.
Daily boys are very annoying to deal with, and Chaos said Willow for 50 weren't looking to push or go for any big objectives. Roshan not up quite yet either, so if anything, the death there means you've now avoided this long Willow respawn for later in the game.
How's our Kunkka's items doing? I saw he did have pretty sizable ones. Okay, almost the AC, and he's got the 20 talent for the strength. Oh, he took the Torn AoE.
Oh? Why would you take that?
He took damage and the AoE. I mean, damage more normal, but
Why would you go for the AoE this game?
I don't see it very often. I really always see the strength. It's 25 strength, so I've actually never seen the Torn AoE. I have been seeing people take up the torrent damage, but the Torn AoE, what it does is it matches your boat AoE now. I'm pretty sure. I think I tested that one a couple times. Pretty large. But yeah, don't see that one too much, especially when it's... We don't see support much, but it's your core mid.
I
Use the
guess
torrent.
they've got the Vortex, so they know, you hit big torrents, it's going to be buffed up the damage. So.
It's pretty big around the... Maybe you're thinking like high ground defense. We're a lot about high ground defense right now. That torrent blocks kind of the whole thing. And they did buy the gem. Okay, so they did pick that one up on Kezu. I think this was pretty needed versus Moonlight Shadow.
Jesse has BKB, but he needs to be quick on it. Nope.
Insta stun.
You can't be quicker than that. The Blink Dragon Tail from Matu catches Chessie out in the jungle. They're even trying to set up for more with a Stampede. Misery.
They've
He's
got
headed
grip.
in. There's going to be a buyback from Chessie for this one. Jump
doesn't
forward,
land.
Frost. He'll go in and commit, but he's been sent up by the Yaws. The boat comes down, but they've lost the AA. There's the arrow out onto the Bane. Misery is dead, but the BKBs are out from Chaos. Matu in with the Dragon Form onto Hansken. Hansken falling low. Double kill for Faded. Faded still good to fight with the time lapse available. Back up to full health. The Moonlight Shadow's been popped, but they've got the vision on,
They
and
have the
Frost
gem.
getting up the high ground. Kezu jumps in, stops him in place with a Who Stomp. That's the reincarnate.
Kezu in trouble with the
has
buyback.
The torrent sends
Yeah.
Kezu up.
Can they
Kezu
recover
dead
the
for a
gem?
minute.
Faded once and
He's
he
in the
got
midst
it.
of it all, but it has
Really
to be
nicely
careful.
played.
He does manage to recover the gem. Matsu's still fighting fit on the front with the Dragon Form. There's
Hansken.
Hansken's dead.
dieback.
75 seconds. The Dragon Tail catches Chessie. Faded wants to go in for
not
this.
the
The root's
brambles.
there as well. Chessie turns with the arrow, but he's falling low, taken out.
not the
Chessie dead for a
piranha.
minute and a half. As Faded will
Oh.
get out alive.
That was such good
Faded.
communication. Like, knowing that you're dead there after that buyback and communicating to the Weaver to pick up that gem saves that team fight.
Yeah, that was I saw him dying, and you can immediately tell. They're like, yeah, let's just ditch our Centaur. Oh, wait, don't
Yeah.
ditch Centaur. He has the gem.
Yeah. That's those moments where you know that center is yelling, I'm going to lose my gem. Somebody pick it up. And
Yeah.
Faded comes up big there.
Very nice.
They still pack a decent punch on their heroes. Like Wraith King is hitting very hard. So is the Kunkka with the cleaves, but these tanky frontliners and these BKBs, the Weaver, he can't get controlled, so he's got the free time lapses every time. And Matumba, man, he's the one who's not really taking too much damage in the
He
fights.
has not died once this game. And how are they ever gonna even make a dent in his arm? It looked like they got him, and then he just turns around 3v1, and then the damage is just too much.
Well, they killed the AA at the start of the fight, right? I think that's really important. And they get the Enfeeble into the Dragon Tail and just blow up Era, which I think he's super important to be able to put people down to the threshold, but... And just the extra burst damage from Ice Vortex. So he does get picked off right at the start.
Oh, he's gonna try and stop that. He's gonna get his liver.
And we did see, I mean, it's been a while now, of course, but JJ pointed out a couple times. He went to GPM, of course, on DK, so you see him getting very farmed in this game.
Absolutely loaded.
Oh, he's going to be able to keep himself scaling, getting those big items. Eventually, I asked for it last time. Still hopeful this time for an Aghanims. We'll connect on them, but if they make it there in time, the pipe even protecting. Pipe allowing you to be able to blink is so important. I mean, it's been quite a long time since that kind of change has happened, but...
Let them hit you, because it's free gold.
5.
Every little bit matters, Fog.
It does. Look at the bar. You see it? Oh, ever so slightly moving.
The gold bar? What?
XP bar.
Oh, that bar.
Yeah, the tiny. And that's a full Bloodthorn now.
Call that a bar. It's a circle.
Why don't they have XP per minute?
Excuse me.
Giannis, why isn't there XP per minute talent?
XP per minute?
Yeah.
No, there's experience gained.
Oh yeah, but why not just XP per minute?
Why,
That promotes AFK.
why isn't there a gold percent gain talent there?
Yeah.
Oh, now we're
Plus
talking.
20% gold
percent.
Yeah, every piece of gold you get is amplified.
High ground defense.
Gold
Activate.
percent,
Final
Giannis.
tribe.
That's that. They'll add that next patch.
Let's see what they can make. What they can do here. This dragon is Mjolnired and Lincoln's up.
And he's got an Aegis too.
And clear these
but-
creeps pretty well, though, with Kunkka.
Yep. Okay, high ground defense here.
Yeah. On stalling, and Marty's going to keep on poking at the base.
Toss back.
Tossed in, pops the BKB.
Dust is also pop.
Arrow's going to go flying on through to the head. A lot of BKBs coming out.
Yeah, that is Chaos using a fair few BKBs.
Mato uses
Played
BKB
this.
as well, so they probably wanna wait because you don't want to throw an Aegis in there.
You can see the TFT high ground defense there. Very formidable. Tiny one of those heroes that's very annoying to push into because of the tossbacks. The damage from TFT is...
And they've tried all 3 lanes now, with the only result being one tier 3 tower on the bot lane, where they arrow towards now as well.
It feels like they need a pick or a fight outside. Not that TFT are going to give that to them. You see here, they're just throwing boats to push out these waves. They're not looking to engage Chaos. Chaos maybe needs to take more of that, like, suffocation. Keep TFT in their base, farm the whole map. Increase your gold lead a bit. And they have Aegis cheese now, so they're thinking they want to go. But, like, some of these level 25 talents could definitely help a lot. DK25 is what, all the extra still?
It's double dragon blood or double 2-second stun.
Oh, yeah.
They moved. They
It's double
swapped
dragon
those.
blood, yeah.
Yeah, the strength. What, it was 40 strength?
40 strength at 25 or the dragon.
Plus 2-second dragon tail. Could be.
A lot.
Just say, because you're already
It
kind of
used-
tanky enough, aren't you?
It
Or-
used to only be plus 1.5 or something.
5.25 seconds stun. With an enfeeble thrown on top.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I feel like.
you take that, don't you?
Because
That's a GG that's a GG stun, right?
When they
there
go
for
in
them.
top, it's all burst damage, and that the double dragon split doesn't, like, the health regen doesn't help you against the
No.
burst necessarily.
No, it's against the ice blast.
And both are good
Both
end of
are
the day. Yeah.
Both are great. 8.4 seconds stun with enfeeble. Thank you, JJ.
That's good. So did
How long is
Kira there.
terrorized with the stat? I'm just kidding. It's also the same. Well, it's a little bit less.
And they decide, you know, let's push the lane that doesn't have a tower.
Ice
Alright.
vortexes are down. Prepared. Forcing in the side lane. But
If they can even try some split push. Yeah, they're drawing faded. Get your ass over here, dude.
he's 25. He's got the Shikuchi. You know,
yeah.
he takes him a moment.
And now the toss in.
Far toss back as well.
The
Oh, but
BKB's
they
popped.
stun Chessie.
They've got the stun control.
Oh, sorry, Hanskin.
Onto Hanskin. Hanskin's gone. They'll look towards the next target. Zibit backing off. Has that run, but the base in a little bit of trouble here. Hanskin has no buyback.
Another 2 minutes without buyback.
The racks are starting to fall. Melee racks will be taken by Chaos.
That's how you play against those toss backs. You kill that Tiny and just tell Matu to get out of there with his BKB.
And now they can back, they can wait cooldowns, or they can keep pressure up. It's still 30 seconds without Hanskin. We'll see how aggressive they want to play.
The taunt from VT Faded
is feeling really good about
yes,
that one.
He is.
He's
a
played
little
very
skitter.
well this
Oh.
game.
But now they're through the Linkers. They've got the stun, they've got the torrent, the Ice Blast is on a Faded, but there's a defensive Nightmare. Misery keeping Faded alive and allowing to pop the BKB. As he turns straight towards Frost. Frost run down, the root holds him in. Reincarnate will pop. He back up a second time. Can they keep him safe? He's jaws into the air. The arrow. Boat combo down as the Weaver. Chessie jumps in with the axe as well. They're bursting him low.
Nightmare.
Another Nightmare. Misery.
cheese off.
Safe. Misery with the Nightmare gives Faded the time to pop the cheese and get back to full.
Misery, Vayne.
Oh, he's so good.
They get Milan in the back lines though.
They do
Toss
got
back.
back on the Matu's still got
He's
the
got
Aegis.
Aegis.
Buyback
from
comes out from
Willow.
Milan. He knows this is the fight for Chaos
Yeah.
to put it all in and look to end things. As
Arrow.
Hanskin's dead again.
Another minute without
Ice
buyback.
Blast towards Matu, but he pops the BKB. See how careful they want to play now. Chaos Faded still continues to push onto the racks. They know that this tiny step for 40, no buyback. The range racks are going down. Frost steps forward. They have the torrent. Do they have the chain stun? Arrow, it's looked for, but won't quite find the angle as they stick on Frost. Frost will fall. Reincarnate's back on. He'll be here a second
Blink
time.
stun.
Blink out as well. Able to get away. The X-Mark combo brings Faded back into the torrent boat. Another attempt towards him. But Faded, he's tanking with that heart. And now the stun's onto Frost. Matu
Oh,
jumps
no.
in. Frost is in trouble. He needs help, but he's not going to get it. Frost is dead for 85 seconds. Chessie blinks in, trying to commit with the leap. But the chase is there. Faded committing under the tower. The Ice
got
Blast is
that.
upon him, but he has the time lapse to get back towards the racks. He's fine. Chessie will buy back. But they're still without Frost for a
has a
long,
heart
long
now.
time.
He has a
The
full heart.
silence on Zibe.
on the
Arrow will
courier.
hit Matu, but Zibe is dying here. He has buyback available on Kunkka as Chessie leaps away. Hanskin tries to go for the combo, but Faded is already shikuchi'd out of there.
And
Good old
Kazu in the
Kazu.
meanwhile.
I love it. Kezu's like, guys, get over here. We have a Dota game to win.
He's like, I got plus 600 damage. Don't worry, I'm the sieger.
And now Matu, the blood
the
going
grip,
to
the
Zibe, the
grip.
grip as well. They'll jump in. Zibe's
Die
dead.
back.
The toss combo from Hanskin comes out towards Misery, but Misery turns. Brain Sap keeps himself alive. 3 now dead on TFT. No buybacks available. GG,
GG.
well played is called. Chaos are going to TI in style as they knock TFT down and out 3-0
Wow.
in this best of 5 grand final.
They really seem to just have TFT's number entirely in this series. It just threw them off completely.
I think today, just in general, has been a day where Chaos just looked on top of
They
everything.
really got it together because it's
Yeah.
not been a smooth road for them.
It
Remember,
has
back
really
to the
not
start
been.
of the group stages, there was some lulls, there was some omega lulls from these
They
boys,
were in
but then bam,
tiebreakers. They almost got
exactly.
eliminated from groups.
They were on the edge, on the line. They got to the play.